tell you that I didn't know, so I am not just worried about that, because as I said before, my job is to concentrate on things that we can control. What we can control is the preparation for the Burton game, and that's it.
BBC Newcastle, stories.
I never imagined I would ever be homeless.
It's the last major milestone for the construction of the bridge.
And there is Jermaine Defoe, hand in hand with Bradley Lowry.
I am like president for Heaventown Football Club.
Music.
I'm back now, sorry about that.
Radio for the North East.
And welcome back to St James's Park, where Newcastle United and Burton Albion are out on the pitch. It's an evening for football. Black and white stripes against the visitors in all yellow. The mascots just heading off the pitch. They've been in the centre circle with the officials and the two captains tonight, Jamal Lascelles of Newcastle, John Massinio of Burton Albion. The visitors line up with John McLaughlin in goal, at the back John Brayford, Massinio and Ben Turner, Chris Aikens, Lasse Christensen, Jackson Irvin, Luke Murphy and Tom Flanagan. 5 men across midfield. Marvin Sordell and Luke Varney are up front. Newcastle with 3 changes from the team that started against Wigan on Saturday. Cardano in goal, Vernon Anita, Jamal Lascelles, Chancellor Bemba and Paul Dummett at the back. John Joe Shelby's partnered by Mo Diarmi in midfield. Matt Ritchie on the right. Jose Perez and Christian Atsu come into the team. Dwight Gale is up front. On the bench, Elliott, Gamez, Haidara, Hanley, Gouffran, Amiobi and Murphy. Isaac Hayden's feeling some stiffness after making his comeback from injury at the weekend. That's why he's not involved. Jack Colback is unwell. A victory, only a victory, will see Newcastle go back to the top of the table and replace Brighton at the summit. The referee is Keith Stroud from Hampshire's 3rd Newcastle match of the season. And United are going to kick us off here. The ball is at the feet of Jose Perez. He plays it back to John Joe Shelby and attacking the Gallagher end. Newcastle United get this match underway live on BBC Newcastle. Shelby out to Ritchie on the right, chips it forwards to Perez, who's on the edge of the area. Burton clear it, Lascelles heads it back in, and Perez keeps it in on the right hand side and wins a throw-in off Turner. 20 seconds on the clock, thrown back to Shelby. Square to Diarmi, 35 yards out. Now Atsu on the left wing, Dummett behind him. Dummett gets it via Diarmi, carries it forwards, then knocks it down the left wing to Christian Atsu. All Newcastle. Dummett then plays the ball into the middle. Ritchie and Perez rise, but it's headed away by Massinio. Shelby heads it back towards the edge of the area. Jackson Irvine flicks the ball away, but it comes back to Newcastle. First touch from Bemba, gives it to Diarmi, gets it back again. Now it's played to Lascelles and Anita, and back to Lascelles. Newcastle in possession. A minute gone, 0-0. And the ball in the Magpies' half of the field. Shelby, long diagonal ball out to the left-hand side towards Christian Atsu. Just had a bit too much ferocity in it. It bounces once and out of play. Burton throw in the right full-back position. And the referee's blown his whistle because his lace has come loose. Yeah. On his left boot. Sorted now. Keith Stroud, who took charge of the 2-0 win over Brighton here and Nottingham Forest here, which Newcastle won 3-1. The opposition on both occasions finished the match with 10 men. Anita, Newcastle get it back from the Burton throw, and he plays it square to Shelby on halfway. It comes loose for Gale now.
Cheers.
In a deep position, he's fed Ritchie on the right-hand side. Ritchie with it on his left. Now to Anita on the overlap. Low ball into the middle. Burton get it clear. Ben Turner knocking the ball away. Lascelles puts it into the Milburn stand. Throw in for the visitors. Right start, good start. I have to say, with the way that they've set up, it just seems better balanced.
How's it going? Just having a couple of beers, like. Listen to the match, you know.
More attack-minded. Played up to Marvin Sordell by Burton. John Joe Shelby gets in between man and ball, then gets a high clearance which goes backwards, but it's brought down by Bemba and then nicely controlled by Diami, who's warmly applauded. Atsu out to Dummett, who crosses the halfway line and is driving forwards. Good play by Paul Dummett, pulls it into the area for Ritchie, and it's got a touch on the way behind.
See, I prefer just, like, if I'm not actually watching it live at the match, I prefer just listening to it on the radio, you know. Because half the time, like, there's no point in paying for the Sky, you know, if half the match is only on there, you know.
Burton back four all over the place, looking to get away with it. 0-0, 3 minutes gone on BBC Newcastle. Ritchie with a corner from the left towards the near post, headed away. Shelby then heads it square. Lascelles comes to get it on the right wing, 25 yards out, plays one in between two Burton defenders, but they've read the situation. They had a covering player, and it's knocked down the line. Oh, brilliant! And Anita into the stands, and then a guy walking along and just didn't see it coming and just bounced straight off his head. Great header. Brilliant header. Even if you know nothing about it, they all count.
Hopefully.
Thrown in by
Fingers crossed, like, we need a win.
just by the halfway line. Newcastle win it back, and here they come again. And if we expect to see a lot of this, because every time Burton have had it, Newcastle have been able to get it back quite quickly. And Bemba playing for the first time for Newcastle since the end of November. Shelby, Anita, we've got it right hand side again in an attacking position. It's Matt Ritchie, two players front him up. He goes infield to Shelby, who's dispossessed but then wins it back, and now Burton have got a man free. It's Jackson Irvine, and he gives it to Luke Varney. Varney out to Marvin Sordell. Burton on the counter attack. Sordell plays the ball in low. It's stopped by Bemba, and Dummett finds Atsu. Atsu to Diami on the edge of the box. He's switched it out to this near right-hand side, floated pass to the feet of Anita. Perez gets a touch on the halfway line, back to Ritchie. Ritchie then switches it over to the left, but Atsu can't get there. It's picked up by Lucas Akins, the Burton right-sided player. Now Marvin Sordell again, trying to take on a couple of black and white shirts into Akins in the box. He's still got it. Diami and Lascelles challenging him. Now Matt Ritchie is there, and Newcastle in possession, in control once again. 5 minutes played, no goals here on BBC Newcastle. Here's Atsu. Diami on the halfway line, left of centre. Good ball left.
I can see Newcastle going canny for the league next season.
Like. Forwards once more, Ritchie.
Yeah.
On the touchline, infield to Perez. Gale making a run at the edge of the area. Ball's fired into him. Gale then breaks into the box and goes down. Referee gives nothing. Ritchie then gets a shot off, which is deflected behind, but a goal kick is given. That should have been a corner, and Gale is protesting because he feels he was fouled either on the edge of the area or just inside. What do you think?
You've seen him given. You've seen him given. I think he's
top
got the second
10.
decision right.
Bill reckons we'll be in the top 10 at least.
For a goal kick.
Yeah.
When you've seen them given, there's no doubt about it. One thing you would say is the referee was right on top of it. He's an awful lot closer than
I reckon if we buy the right players, we'll be in at least the top 5.
Goal kick taken by John McLaughlin.
Yeah.
And it goes straight out of play in the Newcastle right full-back position. Anita goes to get the ball himself, and everyone just drops back 5 yards or so. And Middlesbrough 1-0 up at Hull in a huge match at the bottom of the Premier League. No goals in the other Championship match.
But I'm going to get into the Leeds match next Friday. Like.
Huddersfield down to 4th, but with a game in hand at home to Norwich. Newcastle get another throw, a bit further down the right wing. This time just by the Burton bench, where Nigel Clough stands with his arms folded.
I was just going to take them over, so that made me get 10 years, you know.
It's Burton manager. 11 years.
It's just had a box on me, so I just thought I'd stick it down.
You stuck it in the middle of the room.
Confirmed in 2009. A
returned for
I
a
can't
second
walk
spell.
in and suddenly just like sitting there. So I'm like,
Last season, here at Newcastle, left-hand side, Atsu
Just staring at you. Look at that.
yeah, it's just always in the middle, man. I can understand it as an edge, yeah. I go, yeah, fair enough, but it's fucking in the middle, man. I was like, fuck,
I was covering the wires. What do you mean?
I know. It was
Shifted
pretty,
it out of his feet and just trying to whip one, didn't he?
Saying
Always leaning back far too much on it. Richie was never
Is that
going to
sit there with it
He
when he
lost
was
his
around,
foot
he's doing the
anyway.
matter, look at the guy.
0-0, 8 minutes played. Lascelles wins the header. Then Varney gets his head onto the ball for the visitors, the Brewers, as they're known because of Burton's heritage in the town. And now Newcastle picking up the ball on the left-hand side. Jose Perez trying to win a corner. Ball might have gone out. Burton appealed. Nothing given. Here's Atsu. Back to Dummett. First cross is blocked near the corner flag.
So we just need to make go and look for a depth at the 150.
In to the area.
Or 145.
We've got 17 now, 19
Shelby,
there,
who
20
made
in
a run
another
from
box.
midfield. Burton clear.
No work tomorrow. No, not tomorrow.
Now, midway through the attacking half. Just looks so bit of Atsu.
I'd be happy with 145. I would, man.
Cross, ball back to Perez, and with the keeper diving away to his left.
Preferably 150, but I wouldn't. I'd done with a 145.
So much
Just
more
the XP
positive.
timing on edge of the match.
It's like, do you do it or should we wait? I think we should just wait, innit?
Straight pass from Diarmi. Burton throw in on the left.
Just looks better. But it just looks better. The whole setup just looks
Confident, aren't they, and positive.
Where are you from, like Chester East? No. That's the one. I'm from Newcastle.
here now. It's like you're playing with four up top. You've got Richie, you've got Perez, you've got Gale, you've got Atsu. You know,
I take work, though. I didn't actually work, mate. I was just taking the piss first. Says I got any work tomorrow.
Goal kick. For Burton, thought it had gone for a throw from that pass from Diarmi that went out of play, but it just went behind. And Lascelles comes to meet the ball and gets a good, strong defensive header.
I was simply just taking the piss. Like.
Again by Burton. Lascelles once again heads it away. Now he's challenging with Varney out on the Newcastle right, the Burton left. Throw-in goes United's way. And we're almost at the 10-minute mark. It's 0-0 here on BBC Newcastle. John Anderson and Matthew Raisbeck with commentary. Big gap for sections of empty seats. The top of the Leazer's end. 700 Burton fans occupying two sections of level 7.
It's half their fans didn't even show.
As Newcastle look to make some progress.
I know you. I know you don't work. I was taking the piss. I know. I was just taking the piss.
Murphy
Back,
in midfield for Burton, but Newcastle have got it on the left, and Atsu wins a throw-in off Aikens.
Brian Marcus was asking us if I'd been any of the away matches. Because you scrounge money. What are you on about?
This is his.
What are you on about? What are you on about?
In all competitions, Christian Atsu. Mbemba, who gets the ball now from Diarmi, just short of the halfway line.
So when you're saying that, you
Yeah.
Of the season.
they prove it.
They are prove it.
Back to Lascelles. Newcastle with the ball. Still in their own half
Because you're
now.
sitting there,
Looks for Richie down the line, then changes his mind and
I don't
sees that
work
Shelby's
because I
in.
don't have to work
Loads of
because
room.
I've got millions because I'm a
Shelby,
multi-millionaire.
what a lovely ball that is for the outside
So,
of the right.
You claim benefits.
Out to the wing, plays it back to Richie, controls with the
I
inside.
didn't need to work because I've got millions, man.
Shelby available infield, just outside the box.
You're just jealous.
Shot, which is always rising and goes behind. Capable. He's capable.
So you're jealous of my Newcastle post.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous because the wild's more than what you fucking in your life.
Play down this right side. Richie, Gale, and Eva into Shelby.
Bring out the black goal and go, you're jealous you've got a black
Shelby outside of the right foot. I was surprised at just how much space he had as well.
Oh, funny shit, man. Funny shit.
15-yard radius to work in, nobody near him, and you can't leave John Joe Shelby with that much freedom. Newcastle
What's
throw
the
again
name
on the
who
right
said
hand
it?
side from there.
Scratch and sniff.
Goal kick.
That's his name.
Halfway, Anita.
Daffy.
fucking tramp.
Fucking name like that and he doesn't expect fucking stupid replies.
Richie now. Back to Anita and Diami in the room.
Spurs
Spurs nil in the Premier League. No goals here at St James's. Dummett, nice touch. He releases Christian Atsu down the left. Atsu, low ball into the middle. Dealt with by two Burton defenders.
Do you wear the same trackies? Do I fuck wear the same trackies?
Shelby back to
Nice.
again. Plays it backwards to Mbemba. Diami under pressure from Jackson
Get him
Irvine.
sharp, you little keyboard warrior. No.
Burton top scorer with 10 goals
Grab that
again.
keyboard.
What, you like looking through my windows, watching us, seeing what I'm fucking wearing now?
The way he's facing, gives it to himself, gets it back again.
Oh, I'll tell you how you know. I'll tell you how you know it's good. You didn't know the old girls out, didn't you? Smashing her back doors in. Just tried to nick your tracksuit off your back.
Look at your tiny bed.
The feet of Diami. Irvine again.
Fucking.
Pressing and
The bed's a bed at the end of the day.
Varney, the ball is just behind Irvine.
Hello, where are you from? I'm from England, Newcastle.
Side flag against Luke Varney in the box, but Jackson Irvine was getting right onto the
Oh, that's some
heels
funny
of
shit.
Mo Diami on a couple of occasions, and Newcastle didn't heed the warning because it was Irvine who forced the error from
Lee
Shelby.
Evans, you're alright.
Yeah, thankfully it was a poor ball. They got into the edge of the penalty area, threw a ball,
What an absolute
and then they
fucking...
got themselves into an offside position. But Irvine did well.
Look at the size of
he
the bed, I
chased a
don't need a
couple of
bed,
lost
mate.
calls,
And
he's
your
got a
mum's
couple
every
of
night. And your
nicks on
sisters.
balls, just nick them away from people.
We support Newcastle, they're fucking shit, man.
Back to Diami. Diami sees Shelby in a bit of room. Hull have equalised against
Same person.
No, no. Your sofa is two corners of sofas. It's not. If it was two corners of sofas, it would fucking gone like Moses would part the fucking
20
thingy.
yards from goal. Good position. Obstruction. Can't have any complaints.
You're a benefit thief.
Richie put the ball down. Shelby has come across, and Shelby moves the ball in a yard or so. It's
Oh shit, I can't even get my dragon out. It says the outdated transfers are
10
disabled
yards
please goddamn
from
soon.
the edge of the box. Perhaps probably about
Where did you steal that sofa from? Downstairs. Downstairs at the living room.
Great ball. Good defender, to be fair. It's a wicked
The
ball
charity
played
shop your
by
mum put it in.
Shelby.
Why? Who did you steal your PS4 from then?
Richie takes the throw.
But I was a guy you and you're digging over it.
Got to it first, played into the box by Anita, good header back to the
Dude,
goalkeeper.
I can't get my dragon out, bro.
Coughlin by Ames.
Why?
It was a good
Because this
header.
is the dated
Give it a pressure
some
awareness.
fucking piece of shit that I can't get out. I've got to wait
Keeper has it in his hands in
a little time.
bright orange. Say this a lot, but he's like a highlighter pen. A lot of bright goalkeeping kits. Cardalo in green tonight. Free kick for Burton.
That's good bollocks, isn't it?
A couple of yards back from halfway.
The Newcastle
Perez, the guilty
shirt
party.
is your brother's, it's too big for you.
And I think for the first time, some of the
Oh
Burton
my god,
defenders
where did he get his insult
step
from?
up past the
Where did you
halfway line.
steal
Goals.
your bed from?
16th minute here on BBC Newcastle.
Oh my god.
Really quiet inside St James's Park.
Where did you learn, where did you steal that book of cutting from? I'm a 2-year-old, you can.
Free kick is chipped into the Newcastle box. Jackson Irvine gets his head to it, Dummett under pressure. And now Irvine over the top of the crossbar. The chance from 15 yards. The ball was dropping, hit it on the volley from a central position. And that didn't clear the bar by too
Why are
much.
people such dicks? Half them are, mate. They just come in, just chat shit.
Yeah, what a chance.
It's funny, it's amusing.
Drops onto it, hits it well enough. Just can't keep it down.
Just explaining where I got my sofa
Shelby
from,
over the top
PFS.
towards Gale. It's headed back by a Burton defender, and the keeper comes and claims near the edge of the area.
Get them trackies off.
Again,
Fire of shit.
Shelby with the attacking intent that you would want to see.
Oh
And
my
he
god.
almost had Gale in. Burton defended it. Lascelles clashes with Varney, Anita, good first touch, bringing the ball down, and that's Newcastle's ball. Marvin Sordell thinks...
You're watching the wrong channel, yeah, if you want to watch people take the trackies off and that.
To the correct position. Out of contract this summer. Vernon and Anita, do you think they'll try to keep him?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I think for me, he's a decent footballer. You know, he's clever. He uses it well. He does a job.
Versatile, playing at right back, having come to the club as a midfielder. Throw in for Rafa Benitez's team on the left-hand side in front of the East Stand. Dummett doesn't have too many options, not a great deal of movement, so he goes back to Mbemba. Shelby then gets on top of Mbemba and takes the ball away and floats it out to this
too much.
right-hand side. But too strong for Vernon and Anita, but it will give Newcastle a chance to keep Burton penned in. Matt Ritchie tells Jose Perez to get forwards. Throw-in is taken by Flanagan. Lascelles wins a good header. Nice first touch by Perez. He still got it. That's handball. Hit Ben Turner on the arm. Referee says play on. Comes back to Diarmi. Now Shelby in the middle of the visitors' half. Dummett to Atsu. Bemba is the only man available, so he gets it on halfway, left of centre, 0-0 on BBC Newcastle. Diarmi now in a bit of room, and Anita in loads of room on the right. Ritchie down the line. Anita sees that Perez has made a good run into the box. Perez tries a flick to get away from his man. Well defended, but it's corner to Newcastle United on this right-hand side.
Yeah.
Well, only bro, you're not seeing a minute there.
Defender wasn't having any of it. Read it well. Corner kick though.
Bill's just turned around and said, scratch and sniff, you can tell you can take it up the arse.
The last touch I think came off a Burton player through 2 or 3.
And scratch and sniff says, take them trackies off.
Clear it downfield. Paul Dummett runs across from
Not open.
fullback to right fullback to head it out into the Melbourne stand with Lasse Christensen at his back. Young Day, who's on loan from Fulham. And Burton have a throw midway up Newcastle's half. Tom Flanagan from Northern Ireland.
No, he says I've killed them off.
Bemba across, puts it out behind, can't prevent the corner. And just about audible cheer comes from level 7, from the 700 of Burton.
At least I think the windows are not. I'm gonna have a look.
Will be taken from the left-hand side.
There we are.
It's just chipped to around about the penalty spot, flicked away by Diarmi, overhead kick clear by Jose Perez. Christian Atsu tries to take it on.
Well,
welcome back.
Ball out on the far side.
Just got taken in a stride. Could he tried to take it in a stride? Got too much on it. Ball's going to play.
Musinho, the captain, into the Newcastle box, but that's nowhere near a yellow shirt, and Darlow picks it up and then throws it out overarm to Vernon Anita, who's already crossed halfway. Quickly Anita.
Let's go.
Passed it to Diarmi. Diarmi looks for Atsu on the diagonal, headed out by Akins. Newcastle throw. 0-0, 21 minutes gone here on BBC Newcastle. Remember, we're 5:30 on Saturday at Sheffield Wednesday. Shelby to Diarmi, middle of the Burton half. Tempted by the opportunity to shoot, but didn't take it. Anita, and now the ball is cleared. Out. Almost reaches us, the press box, but not quite. You may have heard it land on the roof of the benches, and it's returned to Vernon Anita, who takes a throw. Diarmi couldn't control, and Jackson Irvine for Burton now, and Lasse Christensen breaking away down the left-hand side. Newcastle got players back, Burton have got 3 forwards. Here's Christensen into the box. There's a ball looking for the run of Varney, and Bemba did well to cut it out. Good positioning and an important intervention. Diarmi's cleared it over halfway. Perez challenging with Ben Turner. Throwing goes Newcastle's way. 0-0. Nigel Clough argues with the fourth official.
I think he's right. Yeah, I think he's right. I think it came off Perez.
Anita to Atsu.
Oh dear.
Atsu and Richie have swapped wings. Richie now out on the left. Atsu's first touch let him down, and Burton are away. Luke Varney from the left wing pulls it back into the box. Marvin Sordell had just got too far ahead of the ball and couldn't readjust his position and couldn't stretch his left leg far enough to get a hold of the ball. But they've had a couple of nibbles, Burton. Irvine with the effort, which went over, and there they could have been in had Sordell been better placed. 0-0 at
Yeah, he was caught on his heels, wasn't he? He's just caught on his heels, the big centre forward.
Shelby for Newcastle inside the centre circle. Anita takes control of the ball, finds Perez in the box. Great first touch by Perez, plays it across. Richie coming in, well defended by Lucas Akins. Again, Burton claiming that Richie had the final touch. I think he may well have done. He may well have steered it wide, but from the position of the referee, it looks like the defenders touched it. Akins has certainly been in some good defensive positions for Burton, but lovely setup by Perez after a great first touch. It is a corner.
I think Richie's fouled him, actually. I think he's had a little nibble on him.
Richie takes the corner himself, headed away and out of the penalty box. Christian Atsu there, that's a high foot from Akins. That is definitely a foul, and it's a Newcastle free kick.
What a bit of...
Fantastic position. A few yards outside the area.
I don't know, might be. I don't know.
And Matt Ritchie will probably want this, although Dwight Gale's put the ball down. 24 minutes gone. And they have an opportunity here to test the goalkeeper and maybe open the scoring.
Yeah, it's in a great position. Richie. Gale's there as well. Shelby. Three of them are in.
I think I heard when I was doing stats before the match, Shelby and Richie are on team of the season.
A few yards.
Is that Richie from Bournemouth you bought, was it?
Yeah.
5 Burton players in the
Not
wall,
bad
4,
player, yeah.
and then Lascelles and Diarmi. In fact, there's 5 Lascelles, Diarmi, then another Burton player on the end. So 6 yellow shirts, 2 black and white shirts. Dwight Gale bends it, and it was
No, I left it.
Didn't come down in time. It's a goal kick.
No, it didn't come down. It was always rising.
Got another 2 levels to go, and then I need to start doing that dragon.
Thought it was set up better for a left foot. Thought
What a lightning.
Richie was going to come on to it.
Oh.
Shelby walked away from it.
Or could
He's trying to whip it back.
maybe try and trade now for 195.
High degree of skill.
Liverpool 0, Bournemouth 1 in the Premier League.
No, for like a just like a level, like an egg.
Oh.
And 0-0 between Huddersfield and Norwich in the other championship match this evening. Akins forwards. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. That one was an 8 o'clock kick-off. Burton have got a throw, 25 yards from goal on the far right-hand side. Christensen
happens when an alpha comes over.
loses it. Diarmi challenges him, and then Luke Murphy, the on-loan Leeds player, but Murphy's won a throw.
I was just watching me stamina and watching me health just drop.
Well done, linesman.
Which has upset some of the supporters.
Especially when there's freedom attacking it.
Yeah. You can imagine he had the boost, don't you, isn't that?
Yeah.
The bottom of the east stand. Luke Varney in the corner for
my
Burton
mistake
Albion.
anyway, as long as you know from my
Played back into midfield, straight to Jose Perez. Not much on for Newcastle. Perez does well, runs into space and feeds Vernon Anita. He's got Atsu down the wing, and Anita's ball goes out of play. Atsu sticks his thumbs up and applauds the idea, if not the execution. 0-0, 26.5 minutes gone on BBC Newcastle. Tom Flanagan with the throw for Burton.
Yeah.
Goes down the line, Lascelles, easy header, no yellow shirt near him. Ben Turner heads it into the stand. It's a Newcastle throw this time. Rafa Benitez stands with his hands in his pockets. Nigel Clough still with the arms folded. Anita to Shelby, back to Anita to Atsu. Shelby again, moving it quicker now. Newcastle. Richie has done it outside him. Richie goes inside and now picks out Anita. Plays it one more man to Atsu. Atsu with Perez available short just inside the box. Perez tried to play the return pass, it was intercepted. Richie and Anita win it back for Newcastle on the edge of the area. Diami hits it, it's blocked by Luke Murphy. And comes out to Paul Dummett on the left. Dummett back to Shelby. Burton step up and out of the box. Shelby switches the play. Atsu gets to it first, but he's coming back from an offside position. So it's a Burton free kick.
Yeah, flag went up straight away. Referee tried to let advantage go, no advantage came. It's brought it back.
Hull have turned it around against Middlesbrough. They lead 2-1 in that big match at the bottom of the Premier League. 0-0 here. It could do with a goal for Newcastle.
Yeah, we need a goal.
They haven't started, to be said that. Yeah, didn't start badly, and they've got more attacking options on the pitch, and in that respect, you've said that they look better and they look more positive, but keeper hasn't been tested. Glockling takes the free kick for the offside against Atsu. Headed onto the right foot of Perez. To Anita, who knocks it forwards. Ben Turner knocks it long and behind for a goal kick for Carl Darlow.
Yeah, he did put his foot through with no Turner, didn't he? Just whipped it.
Whoa.
Lost away a little bit, it's gone a little bit flat. I thought we started well.
Getting around the rocks, man. What the fuck are they doing
We
now?
started rightly, we were sharp on what we did. Gone back into a shell a little bit.
Darlow, this is right boot through it. Dwight Gale's being held, nothing given. Perez brings it down, plays it through for Gale in the box. Oh, he's tripped, that's got to be a penalty.
Come on, bro.
The referee, on the advice of his assistant, has given it.
See why, in it though, mate. Why does the referee have to be assisted by the assistant referee to give a decision? Fair enough, yes, he's there to fucking tell the referee what the referee didn't see, but the referee should, at the end of the day, he should be like, there you go. This is this decision, no penalty, and then the assistant fucking referee could turn around and say no, it was a penalty.
Penalty's given. Matt Ritchie has gone to get the
So
ball.
we're gone, should be 1-0 now.
He's now put it down on the spot. Burton's players are arguing.
Oh, they can argue as much as they want.
The decision is not going to be changed. And Matt Ritchie has the chance to put Newcastle in front here just before the half-hour mark at the Gallagher end. Ritchie against John McLaughlin. Here he comes, left-footed, and he sends it the wrong way and scores his 15th goal of the season. But no,
What?
it will be retaken.
Retaken what? What's going on? But I'm good.
Referee is
George Hahn, how's it going?
back.
Why has he got to take the game?
Ritchie is going to have to do this again. Have we got a
I'm just
replay
trying
on?
I don't know why.
Why has he got to take the game?
The penalty was converted by Ritchie, and it will have to be taken again, or not. Well, what on earth is going on?
The free kick.
He's given a free
What?
kick.
What the fuck?
What is happening here?
No idea.
What's going on?
Sent the keeper the wrong way. They ran off to celebrate. Rafa Benitez, in very animated fashion, is talking to the fourth official, as is Mikel Antia and some more of the coaching staff. Matt Ritchie can't believe it, and as you can probably hear, neither can
I've never seen
the majority.
I have never seen anything like that in my life.
There will be a rule.
I haven't got a clue.
Somewhere in the laws of the game that says this is permissible. Now the referee, Keith Stroud, is coming over to the side of the pitch. Lascelles and Perez are getting involved with the officials.
Big fights on the pitch in a minute, man.
Has been spoken to by some of the Burton coaching staff. Perez and Ritchie lead the complaints with the assistant referee, who is on this near side. The referee is talking to his fourth official and his assistant, who are now well clear of the benches. The referee is Matthew McGrath on this side with the red and yellow flag. Matt Ritchie is absolutely incensed. Rafa Benitez is telling Lascelles and Perez to get in the face of the officials, for want of a better phrase. The penalty
was given for a foul on Gale. Richie scored, sent the keeper the wrong way.
I don't get it. I do get this one now, man.
And the referee tried to give a free kick to Burton. The game hasn't restarted.
How can he give a penalty and then all of a sudden a free kick after the fucking...
Coming over to the officials. Players on both sides in conversation inside the centre circle. I'm really not sure what is going on.
No idea. I've never seen a decision like that before in my life. So God knows what's going on. I don't even know what happened in the penalty area. There was nobody in the penalty area. I mean,
Rafa Benitez has got his arms outstretched. There's not much Rafa Benitez doesn't know about football and the laws of the game, and he's bemused by
I think he's like everybody else in this stadium. The only one that knows what they're doing, in fact, I don't even think he knows what he's doing, is the referee. I mean, he's having a long conversation with the board official. This is going to be very, very interesting.
Perez is arguing with the assistant referee.
They're getting in the ear of the linesman. They're getting in the ear. There's Newcastle staff all over the place here.
Well, they've left the technical area. There's a Burton member of staff as well that is headed over to the officials. The officials are maybe 15 yards from the Newcastle technical area. Now the referee is walking back onto the pitch and he's just blown his whistle. The decision is no goal, Burton free kick.
I haven't got a clue. I have no idea. I haven't got the foggies.
Oh my god.
No, well, someone needs to get in touch with the fucking FA and they'll find out like what the fuck. You kind of died off.
It remains 0-0. There are some very experienced and knowledgeable players, former players in the press box, as well as journalists, looking at us, as well as fans around here, mouthing, what on earth is going on?
I haven't got a clue.
People say they've never seen anything like that.
I've never seen a decision like that before.
Rafa Benitez is absolutely
I don't know how he can
furious.
give a free kick from there because there was nobody in the penalty area. So why is he giving a free kick?
If it's encroachment by the attacking team, then surely you just take the penalty again. I know there were some rule changes last summer, and if we're wrong, we will happily be corrected. The free kick hasn't even been taken. This is an absolute farce. That's what the Newcastle fans inside St James's Park think of it, and the standard of refereeing. The standard of refereeing all season, frankly, has left a lot to be desired. From the opening night at Fulham, when Newcastle should have had 2 penalties and were given none. Now Perez is penalised for a high foot just by the centre circle. Well, this is going to go on and on. The furore caused by the referee's decision to disallow the goal from the penalty and award Burton a free kick. Still Mikel Antia, Rafa's assistant, the one you'll see, the tall, dark-haired Spaniard with the clipboard. It's very involved.
Well, I think the referee's going to need a police escort tonight, then, isn't
Tony
he?
Harrington, the 4th official. Burton play the free kick into the box. Hansen brings it away, heads it down and crosses the halfway line. Positive play by the Ghanaian. Irvine tries to take a swipe but him can't bring him down. Gale free in the box. Big chance here. Gale on his left, saved by the legs of John McLaughlin. And Anita wins a throw-in. Well, the one thing it has done, it's helped the crowd find their voice.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's a bit of atmosphere in here, something that it was very, very quiet. It's not quiet anymore. But it's the strangest decision I've ever seen.
I've seen some fucked up shit, but like what the fuck? Never heard of a being a goal.
But there'll be, what, 5 minutes added on after
Being a goal and then all of a sudden, no, it's not a goal.
discussion by the side.
It's a free kick.
Newcastle throw. Anita to Atsu, back to Lascelles, puts his foot on the ball, gives it to Atsu, who steps in field and faces goal. Good ball to release Anita. Burton had left him free on the right. Anita floats it to the far post. Richie coming in, but the keeper gathers with 2 hands. Good goalkeeping by McLaughlin.
I'm not too sure whether they're building the goalkeeper. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, boo the goalkeeper, he's not letting it in.
It's an unbelievable decision. It's a crazy decision.
0-0.
Newcastle United against Burton Albion. If you've just tuned in, then you've missed some action. Richie scored the penalty, given for the foul on Gale. Referee blew his whistle, disallowed the goal, gave Burton a free kick, and then there was discussion for about 5 minutes by the side of the pitch. The Newcastle bench and players were incensed, and Rafa Benitez still is, and is up and down off his seat constantly. We'll try to find out exactly what went on at half-time. Shelby, free kick to Newcastle for a foul in the middle of the Burton half. Every Burton Albion player, by the way, behind the ball. Atsu has it on the right wing now. 25 yards from goal, taking on Luke Varney. Gets past him easily. Atsu, good position to cross. Cuts it back. It's cleared away. And then Irvin will get there before Shelby. Shelby slid in, took him out. And it's a free kick. No more.
Referee wasn't going to give a free kick. He's nearly cut him in half.
I don't think this referee wants to give too much against Newcastle at the minute. We've been checking the rules back in the BBC Newcastle studio, and we can't find anything to tell us.
There's people talking all over this press box because nobody knows. Nobody can work out why the penalty was disallowed. So God only knows. I mean, no idea.
Somebody's going to lose the job tonight.
Middlesbrough 1 in the Premier League. 0-0 here. Luke Varney on the edge of the area for Burton. Low shot, wide, goal kick. And Crystal Palace are 1-0 up at Southampton in the Premier League. 0-0 Huddersfield Norwich in the Championship. Matthew Raisbeck and
Arsenal's playing the demo.
James's Park, where there has been a major incident, a huge talking point.
George?
The penalty
shot tomorrow? No, not the next, though. At least I haven't said nothing about it. Yes, it's a late kick-off.
Jackson Irvine, referee lets play go on the halfway line because Burton have still got it. Sordell down the line to Irvine. Shelby in strong on the Australian again. Leaves him in a heap on the floor, but took the ball cleanly. It's a Burton Albion throw-in high up on their left. 0-0. 39.5 minutes gone. And you've just been talking to our colleagues from BBC Derby. They've been trying to check things out as well.
No idea.
On the wiser?
No idea. I haven't got a clue.
Now Flanagan loses it from the throw-in. It's Newcastle's ball. Game's kind of lost its way a little bit, hasn't it? Well, a curious incident. And just need to really get themselves in charge of this match again. That said, Gale did have a good chance not long after the game restarted. Ball is up to the edge of Newcastle's box, flicked on by Burton striker Marvin Sordell. Mbemba's played it straight to Lasse Christensen, now knocked into the box by Aikens. Header from Sordell, gathered underneath the crossbar by Carl Darlow.
Easy take, got absolutely nothing on the header.
Aguero equalises for Manchester City at Chelsea in the Premier League. Still no goals.
Everybody's looking up the rules of the game here, and nobody can play them. Nobody's got a clue.
Mikel Antia still talking to the fourth official, by the way. We'll let you know if he stops. It's probably
no, he won't.
The best
Alright, Miss Lady Lamps, how's it going?
Here's Jackson Irvine, who's seen a lot of Burton's play go through him. Atsu stops Flanagan playing it forwards down the left at the expense of throwing. 1 defeated 8 for Burton, home and away. 3 away wins in total. 2 of them have come in their last 6 away matches. At Huddersfield on Saturday, they've also been victorious at QPR and relegated.
Not too bad, how have you been? Yeah, not too bad as well, cheers.
0-0. BBC Newcastle radio for the North East. Done it now. On the left, but still.
Arsenal fanboys got West Ham's name in
Short at the halfway line now. Shelby.
Oh, that's how
Gets it out of
much
his
down.
feet, drills it along the ground for Christian Atsu. Anita making a good run. Anita takes it on, pulls it back. It's just behind Gale. It comes to Shelby, just on the edge of the box. Has a touch, hits it, it's blocked. Diami, good ball to Dummett on the left. Now Matt Ritchie. Back to Dummett again. Controls with the sole of his boot, finds Ritchie, has a couple of touches, crosses blocked, and then headed out by John Brayford. Newcastle throw. Ritchie back to Dummett. Dummett to Shelby. Ritchie again on the left wing. Ritchie heads infield now. Finds Gale. Gale gives it to Perez, who got right underneath it. Lovely approach play, but not to finish the match.
No, always leaning back. Great first line ball, Gale, just around the corner, straight into the path of Perez. Just scooped it straight over the bar. Always leaning back. Good build up though.
Would you claim a mountain car bag of Tudor?
At BBC Newcastle on Twitter, text 81333, start your message with the letters BBC, or post on Facebook, search for BBC Newcastle Total Sport. We will read some messages out at half time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And indeed,
You can just imagine
for a minute full time,
what the messages at half time is going to be like.
It's decisions like that that referees should be made to come out afterwards and explain the decisions that they make.
Did you say
I mean,
that
it's
they're
an
lightning
absolutely
or something?
crazy decision because
By the blue.
he's the only
Yeah.
one inside the stadium that knows why he's done what he's done. Everybody else is trying to figure it out. Nobody's got a clue why he's disallowed that.
long ball downfield, goes over the head of Gale, he gets up and closes.
So you cannot score a penalty and then be given a free kick to the opposite team.
Yeah.
It was in the air, yeah. Like both, just not that far from the
Kick out of his
the barrier up the top.
Newcastle's half, and Bemba gets underneath it. Ball is heading out to the left wing. Ritchie keeps it in with his chest, and ball is at the feet.
But that'll be all over the papers tomorrow, that will, man.
Once again, Vernon Anita in acres of space on the right. Anita positive once more, heads over halfway and plays to Atsu and carries on his run. Atsu sees Perez making a darting run into the box, but he switched it back out to the left to Matt Ritchie. 0-0. Ritchie down the line for Dummett. Good defending, good covering. Lasse Christensen for Burton, the midfielder, knocks it out of play. Newcastle free kick level with the edge of the penalty box on the left-hand side. 30 seconds of the opening 45 to play.
That's what you think.
Yeah, and then whatever's added on. Ritchie and Dummett play a 1-2. And Ritchie is a bit annoyed with Dummett for not making the run earlier. Anyway, Dummett's fouled this man. It's a Burton free kick. Aside from the penalty and the confusion and the anger after it was scored and Burton got a free kick, it was disallowed, what have you made of Newcastle's play?
They should change their 3-minute red eye. Referees on drugs or something like.
Tony Harrington, the fourth official, but instructed by Keith Stroud how much to add on. Perez picking it up in the middle of Burton's half, booted away by John Brayford, the defender. Now knocked down the right wing for Luke Varney. Varney playing it into the middle. It's hit a black and white shirt. The Celts can't keep it in. Burton corner on the far right-hand side.
Where's he only getting 3 minutes from? I mean, dear oh dear.
Well, it took about 3 minutes on the pitch, then at least another 3 off the pitch.
Yeah. The officiating in this division is... We've spoke about it so often, and you think you're getting used to it, and then...
If Newcastle get promoted, never again will you be annoyed with Premier League refereeing after a season.
Yes, you will.
With the, well, yeah, you probably will, but it's not good in the Championship. Here's the corner, cleared by Ritchie. He was the first man. It's a flat delivery from Murphy. Burton have a throw-in nearer halfway than the Newcastle goal on the right-hand side. It's 0-0. Remember the text number, 81333. Just start your message with BBC. Tweet at BBC Newcastle. Facebook, BBC Newcastle Total Sport. Let us know what you think about the penalty being disallowed and everything that followed, and the game generally. Another Burton throw. Lucas Akins lobs it down the line, flicked infield to Sordell. Sordell's won a corner off Chancellor Mbemba, and even the poor assistant referee David Abbott on the far side is getting some stick now as well. And this time the corner will be taken by Akins. Right-footed, outswinger, better delivery towards the back of the box. Good, strong, tall header from the Souths to nod it away. Murphy to Christensen.
But now you've got like the blue, and then it's like 40 yards away from the blue. You've got the blue, you've got a little mountain in the sand, and it was like up near, just towards like the barrier in the sky.
Shelby in midfield. Shelby plays it to Richie, just not quite going to reach it. Good sliding challenge.
No, like up towards the sky, that barrier, not the actual barrier, like the limit.
Yeah, I'm at the barrier blue. I'm at the barrier blue.
In his own half of the field, Shelby comes and gets it short from Jamal Lascelles, the skipper. And
it was basically just in line with the blue, straight towards the desert.
Of midfield. Not the best ball. Intercepted. Anita pokes it forwards, header there by Musinho. Diami with a header in midfield. Richie heads it down to Dummett near the halfway line. Back to Richie, now Diami. And left-footed switches the play to Atsu. Lovely first touch and a great ball as well. Atsu taking on his man into
about 40 to 50 yards out from the tower.
From goal. He's found Diami. He's got support from Richie, and now Dummett on the overlap. Richie takes it on himself. Low shot with a right foot.
I'm at the barrier, both barriers.
Yeah. That is half-time, and it is goalless at St James's Park.
Unbelievable.
Matt Ritchie scored a penalty after Dwight Gale was fouled. The referee blew his whistle and then disallowed the goal, giving Burton a free kick. Dwight Gale is talking to the assistant referee. Paul Dummett is having a word. Jamal Lascelles goes over. Mikel Anatia and
I've just sent him a text there. See what they're ready to do.
Are on the pitch to talk to the officials. The players walk off. Richie's got his arm around.
I just forgot to put my name on it, so it's still ready to do. They have to get it.
Lascelles very animated as he makes his point to the referee. Dwight Gale still saying something, and you can hear what the supporters think as the officials head towards the tunnel. We just want to know why he disallowed the goal, why a free kick was given, and why it took over 5 minutes to come to the right decision. Keith Stroud, maybe we'll find out at half-time. Whatever's happened, if they've made the right decision, if they've been able to abide by the laws of the game and disallow the penalty.
I think he's just made his own rule in football up then.
But it is an absolute shambles. Nobody knew what was going on. The supporters are unhappy. The Newcastle bench were as angry as we've seen. We're still not quite sure what's happened. We're waiting for a replay. Ando's just having a look at one now. I think there was some encroachment, but if there's encroachment from the defensive team, then surely the goal stands because they're trying to deny Newcastle some advantage, or that's fine. If it's encroachment from Newcastle, then
well, there was encroachment again. There was encroachment. Gale was 5 yards inside the penalty area when the penalty was taken. But if that's the case, the letter of the law says that you retake the penalty. You don't give a free kick. Well, unless the laws have changed. If the laws have changed, it's a new one on me. But that's an absolutely scandalous decision. Unbelievable. Referees. Not have seen it all in this division, but that's a real...
Yeah, I had to stop myself for saying what he was going to say there, did he?
We will give you the laws of the game in a moment.
I think I've probably got it already.
It's the major talking point. 8133 Sky Listen BBC, tweet at BBC Newcastle. It's certainly upset the supporters, the players and the bench. What they've got to do now is try to forget about it as much as they can and just go on and win this game because it is still 0-0.
Yeah, and look, it's going to be the main talking point, there's no doubt about that. But I think the referee needs to learn the laws of the game, unless, as I say, unless it's changed, I do not know. But it's a real strange decision. Hasn't been a great deal in the game. I mean, neither keeper's really been called upon to make a save. We've had the majority of the ball, but haven't moved the goalkeeper. But that is That's most definitely the main talking point of the game.
Getting a few tweets, thanks for your messages.
Imagine
Phil,
that from a side
amongst others, saying
Yeah, you can, yeah, if you figure your way out.
twice. Gavin says if illegal feigning or feinting occurs, it's an indirect free kick and a yellow card, but there was no yellow card. Well,
Feigning of what though?
feigning to shoot,
Well, but he
and
didn't
then
do that,
getting a
did he?
second, you know, one motion to kick it, not doing it, and then trying it. We will have a good look at the replay at half-time. We'll go through the laws of the game. We'll read out some of your messages. Commentary on the second half to come on BBC Newcastle from here at St James.
See who's online.
In a controversial
No, you just kind of do that.
That's an Albion there.
Unless, obviously, for years and years and years, I just don't know nothing about football. And even that guy, he even used to play for Newcastle as well. So if he doesn't know, then fucking no one knows.
What does the result mean? And what happens next?
Game analysis and the manager's reaction. BBC Newcastle's Sport Bulletins. Weekday mornings with Alfie and Anna at breakfast.
BBC Newcastle, the only place for North East sport.
And this is Simon Bright back in the BBC Newcastle studio, just giving Ando and Razor a break. They'll also probably try and find out if anyone has been able to speak to the referee at half-time, because nobody can work out why that penalty scored by Matt Ritchie was ruled out and a free kick was awarded to Burton Albion. Still 0-0 at half-time. Colin has texted, he says, was a Newcastle player fouling a Burton player precisely as the ball was kicked and before it hit the back of the net? But if that had been the case, presumably the free kick would have been taken where that foul was, and certainly nobody seems to have spotted that. Adam points out the rule states a penalty must be retaken if it doesn't enter the net and a defence has occurred, but Ritchie scored, so obviously the ball did go into the net. Dave Tate has a theory. He says if a player intentionally feints and dummies when taking a penalty, the ref can award an indirect free kick to the opposition. All the messages we're getting, 81333, start your text BBC, are about this one incident, as you would expect. You can tweet at BBC.
See, they're trying not to say my name after they read it because I didn't put my name on it.
I've had a good look at the laws of the game, the FA rules on the FA's own website, and it's the laws of the game 2016-17, so it's the updated laws, and I can see nothing, absolutely nothing, that suggests that that goal should have been disallowed. The only possible explanation is that the referee deemed it to be an illegal feint or dummy by the player, because that would be an indirect free kick, and that should have then also resulted though in a booking for Matt Ritchie if he thought he'd done that. But clearly that didn't seem to be the case. He just strode up and took the kick. The only other rule that I suppose could have been broken, again just looking through them all, is if it's the wrong kicker. An indirect free kick is awarded if the wrong kicker takes it. So if a kicker's nominated, say if they had said Dwight Gale's taking it and then Matt Ritchie took the ball and then he took it, then that would be an indirect free kick to the opposition team and also a caution for the wrong kicker, so for Ritchie. But Matt Ritchie's the regular penalty taker. There's absolutely no reason why that would have been the case. If encroachment took place, and looking at the replays as Ando was saying, it seemed to have done, if it's encroachment by an attacking player and it's a goal, the law is quite clear, the penalty should be retaken. It's only a free kick if the encroachment by the attacking player is followed by a miss of the penalty. So that's when an indirect free kick would be awarded. So there's absolutely nothing that I can see in the FA's laws of the game on their website, the FA's laws of the game, to explain why that goal has been disallowed. So we will continue to investigate, and anything that we get, any information at all, then we will bring it to you. Keep your messages coming in, and have a look at some more of them before the end of our time if we get a moment. Otherwise, we do have after the match as well to discuss with Ando. And no matter what happens in the rest of the game, no matter who comes out on top, this is certain to be the main talking point. What about the scores elsewhere this evening? Lots of other games taking place tonight, and mainly actually in the Premier League. So here are some latest scores for you. Arsenal are drawing 0-0 with West Ham United. at the
No, they're
Emirates.
gone
It's
still now.
Hull City 3, Middlesbrough 2. 5 goals at Hull City this evening. Negredo and Daroon for Middlesbrough. Markovic, Nias and Hernandez, the goal scorers for Hull City, who had to come from behind. They went to goal down, went 3-1 up, and then Middlesbrough pulled on back just on half-time. So Hull 3, Middlesbrough 2. It is Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 1. Christine Benteke putting Palace ahead. Palace on a bit of a winning streak at the moment, but Nathan Redmond equalised just before half-time for Southampton. A potential surprise on the cards in South Wales because Swansea City are leading Tottenham by a goal to nil. Wayne Routledge on 11 minutes, so that's not good news for Sunderland. If that was to stay like that, it would put Sunderland even further adrift at the bottom of the Premier League. And the 8 o'clock kickoffs, the one at Chelsea is currently Chelsea 2, Manchester City 1. They're into the closing stages of the first half there. Eden Hazard with both of Chelsea's goals, Sergio Aguero for Manchester City. And at Anfield, again, just into the last 5 minutes of the first half there, Benica Fobe has put Bournemouth 1-0 up. It is Liverpool, I was going to say nil, Bournemouth 1. Liverpool have, as I speak, equalised. Liverpool 1 now, AFC Bournemouth 1. Into the Championship then, and the only other game apart from the one at St James's Park sees Huddersfield, who of course lost to Burton at the weekend up against Norwich City. That one is also goalless at half-time. In League One, it is Oxford United 1, Fleetwood Town 1, and Sheffield United 0, Coventry City 0. And no goals in the Scottish Premiership. Celtic, the champions, drawing 0-0 with Partick Thistle. It's Kilmarnock 0, Rangers 0, Motherwell 0, Hamilton Academical 0, and St Johnstone 0, Heart of Midlothian 0. So those are all the other scores then in the Premier League. I'm just glancing back at the messages and social media to see if anyone's got any more theories about that bizarre penalty incident. Newcastle seemingly going a goal up, but then Matt Ritchie's penalty disallowed and a free kick awarded to Burton. Still nobody has come up with any kind of theory as to, any plausible theory anyway, as to why that goal was disallowed. So we'll move on and we'll bring you some more football news. Sunderland's Premier League existence hanging by a thread after their latest defeat 2-0 at Leicester last night. As I mentioned, Swansea winning tonight as well, as our Hull City against Middlesbrough. So that result, as it stood last night, left them 8 points from safety with 8 games left. That could rise to 11 points if things stay as they are tonight. David Moyes says Leicester's second goal, just after Sunderland had missed a good opportunity, was a bitter blow.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Listen to this motherfucker on the radio now.
We never get a chance to really build it up because we can see the second goal. And Victor hits the post on another day, it bounces in. I think a few weeks ago we got the same at Everton. We hit the underside of the bar when we were 1-0 down. And actually I think we've done the same against Man City as well. When we were 1-0 we hit the post. So, but you know, you've got to get more opportunities, we've got to make more of them, we've got to get more, and maybe we'd end up not talking about the ones that hit the post, we'd talk about the ones that hit the net rather than the ones that hit the post.
It's conversion chances, isn't it? You had what, 6-7 corners, you're getting good count in that sense, free kicks. It's the final ball, if you like.
I thought the ball in the box tonight was terrific. Some of the crossing, a few of the deliveries. I think it was. When you look back at it, you might say if we stuck our head on one to go in, and maybe if we defended the cross that came in, then we wouldn't be talking about any goals. The first goal was vital. We allowed a very simple cross to come in the box, and I think we should deal with it. I think we should win the header quite easily.
David Moyes speaking to Nick Barnes after Sunderland's defeat last night. Elsewhere, Liverpool, for whom Felipe Coutinho scored their equaliser against Bournemouth, 1-1, that one approaching half-time. They've been fined £100,000 by the Premier League and given a 2-year ban on signing academy players from other clubs after breaching rules. More from our sports news correspondent, Richard Conway.
Liverpool approached a 12-year-old academy player at Stoke City in September last year and agreed compensation for his registration. But an investigation by the Premier League found that Anfield officials spoke to the youngster and his family before they should have. They also paid for him and some of his family to attend a home game and offered to pay the players' school fees. Premier League rules ban the offer of any inducements from clubs to encourage a move. Liverpool admitted the rule breaches and are now banned from signing academy players for 2 years, with the final 12 months suspended for 3 seasons.
Richard Conway reporting. A little bit of rugby union for you as well. Back for the second half shortly at St James's Park. Newcastle 0, Burton Albion 0 in extremely controversial circumstances. In rugby union, the Newcastle Falcons' long-serving fullback Alex Tate has signed a new contract. The 29-year-old told BBC Newcastle he's delighted to commit his future to the club ahead of making what will be a milestone 200th appearance for the club.
Yeah, apparently so.
There was one player I want him at. I can't remember who he was or what team he played for, but he had to actually ask permission from his school not to go and play in some match.
I've managed to get there, and I've been here this long. It's flown.
He ended up scoring the winning goal for the team as well.
It's probably it's taken its toll, those 200 games, but yeah, I'm very proud to sort of get to that milestone, and then fortunate that I've been, you know, picked and stuff, and coaches have thought I was worth the selection. So yeah, hopefully it'll be. Here, and I was in a good patch of form, and the club were doing well, and
Headsets rubbish, look.
You know, the signs and signings and the squad we were building, and I thought it would be a good place to be around for the next 3 years. Hopefully win something with the club.
Alex Tate there, the Newcastle Falcons, delighted to have signed a new contract. In conversation there with BBC Newcastle's Ian Smith. The Falcons game against Gloucester at Kingston Park on Friday night will be a match we will broadcast on BBC Newcastle on DAB 4058 AM and via the
Marcus was saying now, like,
website. In cricket, the captain Paul Collingwood
is football hooliganism still going on? So yeah, you just didn't really care about it as much as what you used to.
On minus 48 points,
it's all kept quiet and all that. They didn't just start kicking each other's heads in the stadium and waiting until after the match.
Preparing for the upcoming challenges.
A lot of anger around the first month or so.
And he said, now like in rugby, how comes in rugby there's no like hooliganism and that? Everyone's just fine and that, you know.
I mean, we've got the motto of bounce back together. There really has been a great response, not just.
I miss the days when see now when I wish I was going to the matches when I was younger.
Their support.
Now for the streakers and that.
There's support around for us at the moment. Us as players.
But these days as well, there's been none for years and years.
We want this club to get back up to where it belongs, up in the first division. We took a lot of pride in Durham being the only county not to have been relegated since the 2 divisions came in. Yeah, look, it's something that we're really proud of. It's as simple as that, because you know, it shows that you've got consistency from a playing point of view.
I don't know now.
And, you know,
if you get, if you start streaking at the match, I don't know if you get a ban or a lifetime ban or anything.
But to still go out there and put the consistency in year out shows that you've got the skill in the dressing room and the players to do it. And you know, it's going to take a hell of an effort this year if we're going to get promoted. There's a chance, it's a slim chance, but whenever there's a possibility of doing something, then we're going to try our hardest to try to get it back in that first division as quickly as possible. Really, the sanctions that ACB have put on us are pretty much a 2-year penalty, and we're going to try to make it into 1 year if we possibly can.
North East Sport. Matthew Raisbeck and black and white legend John Anderson.
BBC Newcastle.
But I know, because obviously they took the goal away and that, and the penalty. There's no they can do with it either.
Just kicked off, no changes for either team. The second half has started, surprise, surprise, with a free kick to Burton Albion. Thanks to Pridey for half-time. He'll go through some messages again at the end of the match. Newcastle with a bit of defending to do, and then we'll talk you through the discussions that have been had here in the ground and what we think may have contributed to that very controversial decision after this free kick, which is sent into the back of the box and gathered by Carl Darlow easily. There were 84 rule changes in the summer, and though it's hard to be on top of all of them, there is some suggestion now as Newcastle give the ball away, we'll just break off from that and let you know what's happening on the pitch. Is Lucas Akins for Burton, infield to Lasse Christensen. Now Marvin Sordell with a low shot well wide of Carl Darlow's goal at the Gallagher end. So 84 rule changes, and there's talk that the referee gave a free kick
for a foul by Dwight Gale before the penalty was taken. So after the penalty was awarded, but before Richie took it, for a foul by Gale on the edge of the box, and that's why he gave an indirect free kick. Now there were 3 players from each team in the box, 3 players from either side encroaching, so it obviously wasn't that. And one of the new rule changes state the referee can at his discretion give an indirect free kick if he wants, if he has seen a foul. It's 0-0. Atsu, right wing.
Yeah, but they said before, if they did do that, they would give him a free. They would give them a free kick, and then he would get a yellow card for it. But he didn't.
Free kick to Burton. Whatever's happened, they have come to a decision in a very, very messy way, and in a way that has really got Newcastle's backs up.
Well, rightly so, because speaking to people, depends on who you speak to. Different people around here have different opinions, and all these rule changes and one thing and another. We don't know.
So why did they keep? Why did they need to keep changing the rules? Not though.
We really just don't know. The only person that knows why he disallowed it is the referee.
Keith Stroud, the man in the middle tonight, the man at the centre of this furore at St James's Park. It's 0-0, 48 minutes gone. Newcastle throwing in the right full-back position. Darlow in goal, Anita, Lascelles and Bemba and Dummett, Shelby and Diami, Ritchie, Perez and Atsu behind Gale. The bench, Elliott, Gamez, Haidara, Hanley, Gouffran, Amiobi and Murphy. Burton on the attack.
Amiobi's back.
Barney has it left-hand side.
That's the one.
2 players in the box, ball played to the far post. Darlow under pressure from Jackson Irvine. Claims it. Burton, John McLaughlin in goal. John Brayford, John Massinio, Ben Turner, 3 centre-halves. Lucas Akins on the right, Tom Flanagan on the left. Lasse Christensen, Jackson Irvine, Luke Murphy in the middle. Marvin Sordell and Luke Varney in attack. Darlow walks the ball to the edge of the area. Newcastle defending the Gallagher end, kicking towards the Leazes end in this second half. Atsu, one of 3 players to come into the team tonight. Can't get the ball under control, but Vernon Anita now has it, and Anita gives it to John Joe Shelby. Shelby exchanges passes with Diami. Nice ball by Shelby. Perez gets turned and faces goal, and then loses it to Luke Murphy. And Murphy feeds Varney. Varney's fouled by Lascelles near halfway, and it's a free kick, and Lascelles is yellow carded.
This could get messy. Could get very messy.
As a player,
I don't know if you know what the fans are singing behind the commentators.
Made a strange decision when you feel wronged, or when you feel maybe that the officials aren't fully in control of the match, which some of the players out there may feel any one or all of those.
The referees are fucking
How difficult is it to
get the
really
fuck off the pitch, you fucking cunt. You haven't got a clue what you're doing, get off the pitch.
As much as you think that you've been hurt done by, you've just got to get on with it.
Perez holding off Murphy, and then buying a free kick. On the left.
So did you know there was new rules in football?
15 yards actually, as Richie puts the ball down in from the touchline. BBC Newcastle radio for the North East. Richie, left-footed.
See, the thing that pissed me off the most about football,
the referee gets in the way of John Joe Shelby,
the referee
and
knock
Jackson
him
Irvine
out.
brings the ball away for Burton.
Referees, he's gonna get his head kicked in.
Darlow low ball along the ground to Dummett in the middle of Newcastle's half. Richie has it now, and Richie crosses halfway. I'm sure he didn't mean to get in the way, but symptomatic of the way this referee's been, that he would obstruct John Joe Shelby. Could get the free kick against himself for obstruction. Long ball forwards by Newcastle on the diagonal. It's headed back to McLaughlin, the Burton keeper, wearing short sleeves tonight. And Bemba wins a header over the top of Marvin Sordell. It goes out to the right-hand side where Christian Atsu plays it back to Anita. And now Lascelles, 10 yards from the edge of the penalty box, square to Mbemba. And along the ground to Paul Dummett. the left full-back position. Mo Diarmi, who is playing deeper in midfield today, played further up against his old club Wigan at the weekend, created a goal. Atsu now in from the right, and plays it out to the wing to Jose Perez, tries to flick it infield towards Anita. It got a deflection, Anita couldn't quite get onto it, and it's turned clear. And goes out for a throw actually to Newcastle near halfway. No goals. 53rd minute, Shelby into the feet of Perez. Forced wide, he's got Turner with him, Perez holds him off and steps inside away from the challenge of Turner, running square across the box. Diarmi wants it, Ritchie gets on it, Ritchie is tackled and Burton bring the ball away. It was good play, and now it's passed out to this right hand side. Lucas Akins isn't going to get there, but Lasse Christensen did well, straight on top of Ritchie, took the ball off him as he was about to pull the trigger.
Yeah, good defending, got plenty of bodies around there.
Dummy back to Mbemba just by the side of the penalty box, sells Varney a dummy and gets away, did well.
Yeah, that Matt Ritchie could have went there, Sunderland.
You can afford to make a mistake.
But he obviously chose a better club.
Shelby, Ritchie, out to the left, but Perez gets it in room. 1-2 with Dwight Gale. Cleared away by Musinho just as the return ball was about to land on Perez's foot on the edge of the area. Atsu in possession, now Shelby. Right of centre, in the Burton half, it's 0-0. Diarmi back out to Vernon Anita. Good first touch, good position for a cross. But the cross is straight into the hands of McLaughlin. 0-0.
Poor ball. Plenty of time and room as well, Vernon Anita. He's just stuck it straight into the goalkeeper's arms.
Marvin Sordell picks the ball up on the edge of Newcastle's box, and Mbemba wants to keep it a come, and Darlow didn't, and then Mbemba has to knock it out of play for a Burton throw. High up on the right hand side, Lucas Akins, the winger, the wing back today, takes it, and the throw in goes Newcastle's way as Diarmi challenges him for the ball. Last touch off the yellow shirt. Done it now. Mbemba on the edge of the area, Lascelles is square, but he goes back to Darlow. Luke Varney now. It's a half-hearted attempt to close the keeper down. On kick from Darlow, Gale on his chest. Challenged by Akins, Dummett first to it, and a nice ball. Pushed it out to the left wing to Matt Ritchie. Dummett's carried on his run, he's almost in the box now. Gale on the left wing. Low cross which hits the back of Matt Ritchie, and then Burton are able to clear. Mbemba lets the ball run through his legs away from Sordell, and Lascelles goes back to Darlow, who stands outside the area and gives it to Jamal Lascelles once again. Newcastle starting from the back. Diarmi crosses the halfway line. Atsu, little flick with the outside of his left foot to Anita on the right wing. Shelby back to Anita. First touch football, one touch football from Newcastle. Shelby on the right corner of the box, high ball into the area, which was too far away from Gale, and goes behind.
Trying to force things now. Just keep playing. Just keep doing it. Wait for the opportunities to come. Don't keep trying to force it. But we haven't, yet again tonight, we haven't worked the goalkeeper, have we?
He hasn't had a save. No, he's made one save with his legs from Dwight Gale. Mbemba battles for the ball and wins it from Marvin Sordell. He's got 3 goals for Burton this season. Christian Atsu scored 3 for Newcastle. Good skills on the far side in front of the east stand. Back to Shelby now in the middle third of the pitch. Anita. Diarmi deep. Brings the ball forward.
Not some drinking desperados, Bill.
Varney behind the ball. Diarmi, that's a lovely pass. Perez takes it down in the box on the right side.
Poor ball.
Intercepted. And it's now with John Joe Shelby, 25 yards from goal. He's thinking about a shot. Decides against it. Diarmi, Ritchie, Dummett on the outside. Dummett plays it in, cleared away by John Brayford. Up to Sordell. Nice first touch, second touch wasn't the best, but he got a bit lucky. Varney brings it down, Lascelles is there, Lascelles gets in between man and ball and presents it to Ritchie. Ritchie heading forwards down the left, just wants to run, wants to be positive. May foul Sordell. Ritchie ends up on the floor, referee gives nothing to either team. And Christensen knocks it out of play.
No, it's got to lay him back in the next battle. No, what I'm doing, I'm just...
57 minutes on the clock. Sammy Amiobi, Grant Hanley.
It's obviously getting it out the bottle, just pouring it in my pint glass, isn't it?
Arsenal 1, West Ham 0. Anita.
Arsenal 1 now.
Play again. To Atsu. Finds Shelby, and now Atsu again on the right wing with his left foot. 1-2 with Anita. Burton have a covering defender. They've half cleared it, and now Murphy volleys it away. And Mbemba has got to be quick here. He's got Sordell at his back. Mbemba does well. Hooks it over his shoulder, and an offside flag there against
This is the first goal. I suppose it kind of does in a way, right?
Burton have a free kick to take in the middle of their half on the left-hand side. Only a win takes Newcastle top, remember, and we can argue, and we will argue all night and probably for a long time about the penalty being disallowed, the goal from Ritchie, and the dialogue by the side of the pitch between the referee, the fourth official and his assistant on this near side, and the sense of injustice Newcastle feel, but they've got to win this game to get back above Brighton. And with just over half an hour remaining, it is 0-0. Ritchie, Dummett, Newcastle have it in the middle of their half on the left. Dummett's moving forwards, groans from some supporters. He's played it to Shelby, backwards to Lascelles. Lascelles and Diarmi now in a bit of room in the middle of midfield. Mo Diarmi, Dummett free on the left. Dummett gets the ball. Diarmi carries on his run down into the corner on the left. Diarmi's being held. Akins back to Christensen, up to Sordell, who's held it quite well, but he couldn't find Irvine there in midfield, and Shelby has got on the ball for Newcastle. Here's Atsu, plays it through for Perez, onside and wide. Should score.
Yeah, should score. Great little ball, Atsu. Burton give it away. Atsu cuts inside, great little ball. Good first touch, Perez. Got to hit the target. Got to at least hit the target. He puts it wide. Big chance.
Made a decent run. It was a good first touch, but it's gone past the post. And you were expecting to see
a goal score. We are like
0-0. Akins, Irvine into the box. Varney bent his run out to the right. The ball went through the middle. It's keepers, and now it's with Vernon Anita, who approaches halfway, up to Gale. Gale can't get it under control. 3 yellow shirts there to win it back for Burton. Perez putting Murphy under pressure. Murphy has lost possession. Mo Diarmi for Newcastle. Shelby on the halfway line. Ritchie on the left. Dummett making an overlapping run. Ritchie heads infield diagonally. Back heel to Shelby. Shelby looks for some support. He's given it to Diarmi. Diarmi's given it away to Brayford. Poor from the Senegalese midfielder. But now here's Shelby. That's a lovely pass. Anita, first touch infield to Atsu on the edge of the area. 1-2 with Gale. Atsu, it comes to Perez. Perez can't get it out of his feet. It's like pinball in there. Still, the ball is not clear. Now Burton poke it out of the area. Ritchie to Dummett. Gale on the left. Ritchie just on the edge of the box. He hits it and the keeper saves. Diving.
All over the place, wasn't it?
his headset's crap, like.
Shelby wins a header in midfield, unchallenged from the kick out of his hands from McLaughlin. It's then sent forward. Perez wins a throw in off John Messinio, the captain of Burton. No sign of change for Newcastle, or indeed Burton yet, with 61.5 minutes on the clock and the score at 0-0 here on BBC Newcastle. Vernon Anita. Diarmi. Chipped pass to Paul Dummett. Square ball. Dummett now out to Ritchie just on the touchline. Back to Chancellor Mbemba. Every Burton player pretty much in the defensive third of the field. Newcastle with Lascelles, the furthest man back in the centre circle. United applying the pressure. Here's Dummett. Bit of space to run into. He goes square. Diarmi has a touch. He's delayed the shot. Now he hits it. It's a flat effort. It's hit a yellow shirt. Atsu might be in. Has a left-footed effort blocked by Flanagan. And now Atsu loses it outside the area. Don't know why Diarmi didn't hit it after he had the first touch. He then waited, delayed the effort. It was blocked. It came to Atsu, but he hit it first time, and that one was blocked as well. Newcastle once again start from centre half. Lascelles to Diarmi and Dummett takes it on his chest. Ritchie outside him. Back to Dummett. Again, one-touch stuff now. Diarmi has a touch with the inside of his right foot. High ball up to Perez. He's brought it down nicely. Difficult ball to control. Shelby just wide. Set up by Gale on the edge of the area. Outside of his right foot. And it didn't look too far away from goal, but they have at least had a few efforts. Perez bringing the ball down initially. Gale onto Shelby. Outside of the right foot, but wide.
Yeah, good hit. Good hit, set up nicely for him. Hit it with the outside of his rifle. Always drifting away from goal. Better though. Ask him one or two more questions in this half.
Just going back to the penalty decision, and we don't want to labour the point too much, but I'm aware that you may have just tuned in, you may have missed some of our discussion at half-time, or maybe even you've missed part of the game. But Newcastle were given a penalty in the first half for a foul on Dwight Gale. Matt Ritchie stepped up and took it, sent the keeper the wrong way and scored. Referee blew his whistle, and we thought the penalty was going to be taken again. It was actually a free kick to Burton. There was a lot of arguing on the pitch, and by the bench the Newcastle staff were incensed. The referee came to the touchline to talk to his assistant and the fourth official. The players and some of the staff from Newcastle were trying to get involved in their discussion. It was quite lawless, really. The referee, Keith Stroud, eventually, after a lot of dialogue, stuck with his decision to give Burton a free kick inside the box. Word from the tunnel area at half-time, as we said, was the referee feels it was a foul by Dwight Gale before the penalty was taken because play was active. High ball over the top towards Gale, headed down into the hands of the keeper by John Musinho. Shelby with the pass. Keeper lands on it, 0-0. But we've seen a replay, and I can't see a great deal. There's three players from either side in the box as Shelby, as Ritchie, is taking the penalty kick. But it's a puzzler.
Well, it is. You can contemplate until you're blue in the face, but we don't know. And there is the truth of it. We just don't know.
Confusion and anger in the stands, on the pitch and on the bench, and we will endeavour to get a lot of reaction after the game here on BBC Newcastle. Huddersfield lead Norwich 1-0. 0-0 here. Perez trying to win a corner off Turner, who's knocked it clear. Throw in for Newcastle by the halfway line on the right-hand side, that far side of the field. Vernon Anita will take it from a few yards further forward into the feet of Christian Atsu. Back to Anita, nice play, neat and tidy. Perez now to Atsu, Anita again, and Diarmi outside of his right foot. Dummett, good first touch, good control on his chest. Ritchie on the left wing into Perez, he leaves it for Gale. Gale now to Diarmi, controls it, Diarmi, keeper saves, Gale over the top of the bar. And it is a goal kick, not a penalty. It's a goal kick, not a penalty. Referee pointing to the position where the keeper will take the kick from. Sometimes when referees do that, it does look like they're seeking for a penalty, but not on this occasion, and probably for the best. Could you imagine if they got a penalty and he made them retake it for encroachment, or he did the same again? He wouldn't dare.
No, he wouldn't get out of here, would he?
It's a goal kick. It's 0-0 on BBC Newcastle. 25 minutes remain. Throw in. Another kick from the keeper that's gone straight out of play. Dummett, ball in hands. He's gone long towards Gale. It's headed infield by Burton. Perez trying to get there before Jackson Irvine, but the Australian international wins the ball, given away by Akins to Shelby. Shelby goes back to the keeper under pressure from the busy Lasse Christensen. Lascelles, nice first touch, brings the ball down and flicks it out to Anita. Anita back to Shelby. Shelby moving forwards, diagonally. Now Richie. Richie's got room on the edge of the area. Thinks about a shot with his right foot. Oh yeah!
Get in! Give that a fucking... You could take it away. Go on, referee. Take it away, you motherfucker.
Kicks the corner flag.
I'd gone up and kicked the referee in the head, I would. I had to get a step ladder first, like, but...
Frustration from Matt Ritchie, denied the goal from the penalty spot controversially in the first half. This time he finds the net with a curling effort from the edge of the box with his right foot. And finally, half an hour later, it is Newcastle United 1, Burton Albion 0.
Oh, it's a great finish. Just opens up. He just wraps his right foot round it. Goalkeeper no chance, nestles in the top corner. You would say on the evidence in the second half it's been coming as well though. They've sat in board, they've invited us on, they've invited trouble, and they've been punished for it. It's a great finish.
To Newcastle United, the scorer, number 11, Matt Ritchie. Oh, we'd like to hear the full roar of the crowd as Ritchie's name was read out over the public address system here at St James's Park. Great goal from one of their best players this season, one of their most influential and most important men. And they need to win to go back on top.
I'll be back in a sec. I'll just go to the toilet.
Just a little more sweeter after what happened with the penalty at the other end in the first half. Burton have kicked off. 1-0 to Newcastle. Akins takes it on his chest on the edge of the area. Ritchie penalised for foul, and he is pleading innocence with Keith Stroud, who has made yet another unpopular decision. But do you think he caught it?
Yeah, I thought it was free kick.
Huddersfield 2-0 up on Norwich. But Newcastle 1-0 up, and that's the important thing.
Christensen, and replacing him number 28, Michael Keightley.
Michael Keightley on for Burton. He's going to take the free kick. Lasse Christensen, who hasn't done badly in midfield, has gone off. Well, this will be Keightley's first touch, the man on loan from Burnley, replacing a man on loan from Fulham. Free kick is 6 or 7 yards from the edge of Newcastle's box. It's right of centre, similar position to where Dwight Gale took the free kick for United in the first half. 4 men in the wall: Atsu, Dummett, Shelby and Gale. Darlow stands nearer to his right post than his left. Keightley puts the free kick towards the back of the box. Darlow comes and makes a save from a header, and he needed to make the save. Then it's volleyed behind, sliced behind by the left foot of Luke Murphy, the Burton Albion number 30. Goal kick, 1-0 to Newcastle, 20 minutes to play.
Well, he's done well, Darlow. He's come and he's made himself big. Just spread himself, hits him. Don't think he knows a great deal about it. It's a decent stop. Big stop.
Darlow with the goal kick. Surely a foul on Gale, who is being held. Perez heads it infield now towards Dwight Gale. Has a touch, and 2 Burton players go for the ball in the air and bang heads, and the referee has had to stop the game, and physios and medical staff from both teams run onto the pitch, and Lascelles and Bemba and Dummett, 3 of Newcastle's back 4, come over to talk to the manager and have a drink. 1-0 to United, 19 minutes remaining. Matt Ritchie, whose penalty was controversially disallowed in the first half, scored the goal on 68 minutes.
And Huddersfield are now 3-0 up on Norwich. So Huddersfield will go back into third and on to 74 points, bar any late comeback from Norwich City. And Newcastle will be on 84 points, so they'll still be 10 points clear, Huddersfield, with a game in hand, remember. What's your thoughts, Ando?
Well, all you can do is just keep winning your games. You know, it's a great goal. We've been better second half. They've sat back. Burton, they're starting to look a little bit leggy as well. They've had to do a lot of chasing in this game. You'd like to see us get another one. I have to say, just to put and make sure that it's certain. At 1-0, teams are always in games.
Text us on 81333. Remember to put BBC at the start of your message. Network rate by provided for the exact cost. We'll put some messages and comments to Ando at full time.
I'm back.
Tweet at BBC Newcastle. Follow us on Twitter as well if you don't already. And on Facebook it's BBC Newcastle Total Sport. Extensive treatment being given to 2 Burton players. I think it's Ben Turner.
What's happened? They knocked each other out or something?
Massinio. Is Turner alright?
But what's happened? They knocked each other out or something?
They just went for the ball together in the air. I don't know whether neither called or both called and didn't get out of one another's way, but they banged heads. The referee blew the whistle immediately. Jonjo Shelvey is getting some instructions from Rafa Benitez. He's got his arm on, his hand on Shelvey's left arm. Paul Dummett has just finished having a drink. Lascelles and Mbamba are in conversation inside the centre circle. Lascelles now talks to Darlow and Diarmi. With a few more minutes added on. Incredibly, they only found half at the end of the first half, and it should have been at least double that. No changes made by Newcastle yet. They have got Darryl Murphy, Sammy Amiobi and Jan Gouffran amongst their
Sammy Amiobi, he's kind of fast and all, like.
These lengthy stoppages are the opportunity for some fans to go to the toilet or go and get a drink, and many seem to be doing that. It is Hull 4, Middlesbrough 2 in the Premier League, and Liverpool are now 2-1 up on Bournemouth at Anfield. Well, applause for the Burton players who have been receiving treatment, but they now will see the game restarted by Newcastle returning the ball to Burton, probably because Burton touched it last.
Yeah.
So therefore you could say they were, well, could you say they were in possession? The referee blew the whistle as soon as the ball went up in the air. Massinio is fine, and there's a bandage around the head of John Brayford. The bearded defender, Ben Turner's fine. And we get going again with 15 minutes to remain. Newcastle 1-0 up through Matt Ritchie's goal in the second half here on BBC Newcastle. Diarmi, pressure on Irvine. Free kick. Not far from the halfway line. And we sent players forwards. Burton. Sordell is free on this right side of the box. He
too straight.
Stretches it though, and the ball is put in by Kitely round the back, headed across. Good header by Vernon Anita for Newcastle. Christian Atsu keeps it in, back to Anita. Anita down the line to Ritchie, intercepted, but Atsu is there, and Newcastle get a throw in out of it on the far right hand side.
Yeah, good defended it well. But Anita should have just cleared his lines. Well played.
Newcastle get a decision this time. Further down the right wing, still in their half of the field. Anita plays it back to Lascelles. Anita a goal given away. Shelby wasn't available, he had Kitely on him, and it is Michael Kitely, the Burton sub, who picks up the ball, and they switched it out to Marvin Sordell. On the Burton right, the Newcastle left, 1-0 to United.
Akins, Diarmi wins it. Akins gets it back and then knocks it out of play. Newcastle throwing good pressure from Mo Diarmi. Dummett to take the throw. And he finds Dwight Gale. Gale running along the halfway line. The ball to Anita. Shelby takes over. Atsu, 5 yards inside. Shelby gets it, gives it back to John Joe Shelby, then Atsu again. Now he gets his head down and runs into space. Looked like he was being pulled. He keeps hold of the ball. Picks out Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles to Shelby. Shelby all the way back to Darla, who is 5 yards outside of his box. He takes a touch with the inside of his right foot infield and then cuts through it, chips it out to the left wing towards Richie. Akins won the header and Mbemba forward, but rather aimlessly. The bandaged Brayford with a defensive header on the ball. Kitely plays it off Richie, but then gets it back and plays it to Lucinio. Akins wins a throw-in off Matt Ritchie, 30 yards out on the right-hand side for Burton. 1-0 to Newcastle here on BBC Newcastle. Akins with the throw. Newcastle 1 championship defeat in their last 10 before tonight. They've taken 19 points out of 30. Akins with another throw, straight onto the boot of Paul Dummett. Gale heads it down to Mbemba. Mbemba looks for Atsu out on the right. Flanagan has come to meet the ball and not got hold of it. Then he challenges with Atsu out on the wing, but moves it inside to Kitely. And Kitely's picked out Varney dangerously in the area, but the offside flag is up against the Burton attacker. It's a Newcastle free kick, 1-0 to the Magpies.
It's treading water, Varney. Flag went up straight away. Signalling to the bench as well, Varney. All legs have given up on him, I think.
Thank you for all of your tweets and messages about the penalty and the laws of the game and the rules. We are looking at them, but we will go through some more messages at full time with Ando. Tweet at BBC Newcastle. Text 81333, start your message with the letters BBC. Lloyd Dyer is about to come on for Burton. Newcastle have a throw-in. Dyer will replace
substitution for Burton coming off.
Lucas Akins.
Lucas Akins, and replacing him, number 11, Lloyd Dyer.
Throw-in is just by the halfway line on the left. Dummett into Diarmi. Gives it back to Dummett with the outside of his right foot up to Gale. Perez challenges in the air with Murphy. Brayford back to the keeper. What do you think of the service Dwight Gale has had? Only had that one chance really, hasn't he, when his shot was saved by the legs of the keeper?
Yeah, it's been a frustrating night. We haven't got it in the channels for him to spin and get himself in there. Service into him hasn't been great.
10 minutes to go. Newcastle 1, Burton Albion 0. Dummett's throw is towards Dwight Gale, but it goes beyond him, and then Brayford with a heavy pass back to McLaughlin, who has a touch to kill the ball, and then gets it clear up to the halfway line. Diarmi for Richie. Richie's ball hits Kitely in the face, but he's all right. And now Lucinio, oh dear, with the ball up to the edge of Newcastle's box. And Mbemba took a wild swing at it, and then punched to his ear as Darlow collected.
Well, whether the keeper's got to be shouting his head off there, the defender's got to know that it's a goalkeeper's ball. If he'd have got something on that, they could have been in real trouble.
Mbemba back to Carl Darlow. What do you make of Mbemba's performance tonight? 1-0 to Newcastle.
All right.
9 minutes to go.
Done all right. He hasn't had a great deal to do. Hasn't been up against a great deal.
Header there by Tom Flanagan. Throw in is Newcastle's. Again near halfway. I think Rafa Benitez is signalling to one of the substitutes to get ready. He's sending Daryl Murphy out to warm up by himself. There's a couple of players out there down by the corner flag, Amiobi and Haidara. Perez penalised for a foul on Musinho from Dummett's throw. Burton, free kicks, lost its way, hasn't it really, since the goal from Matt Ritchie, which has given Newcastle a 1-0 lead. And Bemba, good header, Dummett takes a touch and gets turned and gets rid of the ball. Second header from Brayford. Brave, the bandage on, tightly gets hold of the ball in midfield. He's out on the left now, Burton still have it. Murphy dispossessed. Perez can't get hold of it first time, but now he gives it to Shelby, and Shelby to Diame. Newcastle tried to quicken it up. Diame, it's a ball for Christian Atsu to chase, and he just couldn't keep it in. It's a goal kick.
Too much on it. Wasn't the most difficult ball in the world either. He's just got far too much on it. Murphy struggled in the middle of the park for Burton. He keeps getting caught on it, keeps giving it away.
McLaughlin with the goal kick then. From the right side of his 6-yard box.
So what are you doing, mate, George?
Albion 0. 83 minutes gone on BBC Newcastle. Ritchie with the goal with his right foot after his penalty controversially disallowed in the first half. Here he is again. The man who's got 15 goals for Newcastle this season, and Bemba puts the ball clear, straight onto the head of Ben Turner. Then it comes off Ritchie last and finds Luke Varney on the right wing. Cross into the box by Varney. Bemba with a clearance that probably didn't need to make. Dummett keeps it in and does well for Newcastle, Paul Dummett, to prevent it going for a throw, and slides it away into the Burton half of the field. Kick from the goalkeeper up to the head of Mo Diame. Marvin Sordell nothing stuck with him either, has it? Sordell, and it's back to Carl Darlow for Newcastle. 1-0, 83.5 minutes gone. BBC Newcastle. All of the Newcastle substitutes are now back on the bench. Burton are going to make a third and final change in a moment. Turner, stronger than Atsu, wins the ball, plays it down the Burton left, off the Ghanaian, and it's their throw-in. The player who's coming on will be Corley Woodrow, who's on loan from Fulham. 22-year-old attacker. Oh, now an interesting ball back to the keeper, which was bouncing, but Gale not able to get there. Musinho back to McLaughlin. Ritchie applying the pressure. He's caught the keeper late. Nigel Cott's got his hands in the air. The referee, despite the fact that McLaughlin now has brought it back, and it's a free kick, and he hadn't given one against Newcastle for a while, so he does now.
One of the former Newcastle fans there just said, I swear to God, if you bring it back now, I'm going to come and pat about my house.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best of nights, the big number 9. Hasn't stuck with him.
Joined from Coventry in League One as part of a swap deal in January. Marvin Sordell. They got 2 players. Burton got Sordell. He's off. Corley Woodrow on. In attack. Gale, header down. Diame. Good play, gets ahead of Kylie, and now releases Christian Atsu over halfway. Atsu running up to the edge of the Burton box, into the area now, trying to get away from Turner. Does he want a corner? Yes. Burton appeal. They feel that Atsu had carried the ball over the line, but the assistant referee on the far side has given Newcastle the corner kick. 1-0 they lead, and they get a second goal and make this game safe. Shelby warmly applauded as he heads over to the far side to take the kick. Newcastle are just leaving a couple of players back because Burton have left Corley Woodrow up by halfway, and Bemba and Dummett back. There has 4 black and white shirts in the box. Corner comes to the back of the area. Perez got a header on it. Varney's there before Ritchie knocks it away. Kitely gets onto it and steps away from Vernon Anita on the right hand side. Cuts infield. Plenty of support from yellow shirts. Jackson Irvine there has a touch with his left foot, then with his right foot sweeps it out to the left wing. Lloyd Dyer, one of the substitutes, taking on 2 Newcastle men. Dyer. Everybody now back in the Newcastle defensive third, just about. 4 United apart from Gale, And then Perez and Shelby do really well to win the ball back, and Shelby plays it up to Gale. Gale into Jose Perez in the centre circle. Richie knocks the ball down the left channel for Gale to chase, but he didn't read it. And the keeper comes out of his box, passes it to Messinio, and Messinio square to Ben Turner. Sammy Amiobi will be the first player to come on.
It's one.
Been spoken to by Mikel Antia, given away now by Tom Flanagan in midfield. Diami to Richie. Dummett has it. Richie round the corner to Diami.
See, when his brother first come out of the club,
Plays the ball out to
Shola Amiobi.
3 minutes to go. Been out of the pitch for 2 months. Exactly.
Everyone thought like, oh, it's gonna be a good fucking good time. And don't get us wrong, he was a good player and that, but no, he didn't really live up to his expectation. But now, because like every time now you get the ball, he'd be like clear on goal. It's like oh, good getting into the box now and like skying it or whatever, or like completely fucking missing it. But he wouldn't do that. He would get the ball and fall over in the box. It's like the keeper's basically like at the fucking penalty.
Crowded out by yellow shirts and well defended. Good turn.
The keeper's pretty much at the penalty spot. And he can be like right at the goal and he'll just fall over. No, it's just like a tap. Aye, his older brother. Well, no, like, because he was signed him and he didn't leave until I think he went somewhere now to play like a few games and all that, and then he retired. But while he was there, now he's had a big part in getting his brother now into the academy. Then eventually getting them signed, you know.
Until the ball goes out of play next. Tweet out BBC Newcastle.
This guy, he scored. He did score the goals and all that, and but like towards now, like the end, that's when he started becoming better, which it should have been the other way around, didn't it? But alright, Marcus, what's the score, bro? It's 1-0 at the minute, but it should be 2-0. But Newcastle had a penalty, right? And fucking Matt. Mark, number 9.
Assuming they win, then maybe there will be a little less.
I think he's number 9.
At the disallowed goal from Richie's penalty, but there will be no less confusion after the match, and we will try to get to the bottom of it. We'll ask Rafa Benitez for his observations when we speak to him.
So basically, Marcus, there was a penalty. We had a penalty, scored the penalty. The referees brought it back and fucking said it was a free kick to them. But UFC TOON, the referee is a fucking joke.
To get our post-match interviews, Murphy straight into the action, chesting it down. Sammy Amiobi controls it on the edge of the box and is then sent tumbling. No free kick, no foul. Jackson Irvine for Burton, back to goal. Plays it to
see George last year, right? That's Sammy Amiobi. He scored within like 15. He scored within like 15 seconds of the second half. There's only one first to Sprilla. See, Marcus. What are you up to? You should join the party, Marcus.
Turner, and he gets there. Daryl Murphy just sees the ball and hit off his standing foot though.
No, you got to declare the war on the neighbours and share the strategy plan out with George and me, so we know what he's got, where we can hit him most, hit him where it hurts most, so we know.
And more discussion about the controversial decision in the first half, and indeed this match on BBC Newcastle before 10. Huddersfield have beaten Norwich 3-0. They are back in third. And if Newcastle see this out, it's 1-0 at the minute. Newcastle will be 10 points clear of the Terriers. Throw in for United, right full-back position. Woodrow goes to get the ball and gives it to Anita, wants him to get on with it.
Marcus says, tell George to follow a proper London team like Chelsea. Lol. Because he says, well, because they're beating Man City.
It's a good header on it, decent distance, but straight to Massinho, given away. Richie put Perez down the line. Perez is tired, but he's pushing himself, and he gets there. Shelby making a lung-bursting run into the box. Perez plays it with his left foot, and Daryl Murphy will keep it in on the far side. It was too strong for Shelby, but Murphy got there. Now Sammy Amiobi takes it on. Amiobi into Daryl Murphy, right side of the area. Murphy, well, couldn't get round tightly and had to slide to stop it from going out for a goal kick, but it just ends up in the hands of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, they've got nobody forward, Burton. You know, they think they were winning 1-0.
5 minutes have been added on. We're well into that now on BBC Newcastle. 1-0 to Newcastle United. Shelby down on his thigh and then turns. Murphy, good play. Sammy Amiobi's making a run. 4 yellow shirts back. Newcastle players getting forward. Shelby, another run. Gets it from Amiobi.
Oh, Shelby, you bald-headed fucker.
He says he's fitter than he's ever been, John Joe Shelby.
Shelby's one and all now.
He's burst forwards from midfield to get on the end of a cross. He didn't get the one from Perez. He got that one from Sammy Amiobi.
George says, who did Leeds lose against the other day?
No. Great run to get there as well.
He's a better team, yeah.
He says you need to support a better team, don't you?
Here at Darlow's ball, 1-0 Newcastle. They've won 12 times at home. Are they going to get victory number 13?
See, 12 times at home in the season, that's... Yeah, fair enough. Having a good away record, but you should have an equal record at home. He says fuck off.
Time added on by Sammy Amiobi leaves the throw in for Vernon Anita to take. Anita, Amiobi down the line, Perez square. Perez gets it onto the chest of Anita again. In the corner, trying to get another throw in. It is another throw for Newcastle. Rafa Benitez looks at his watch. Referee allows play to continue. 1-0 through Matt Ritchie.
But is this gonna start becoming Benitez time instead of Fergie time? There, Marcus says Super Leeds.
Newcastle's players.
Super Leeds.
A controversial game will have got the job done here.
Says it wasn't Super Leeds last night.
Tightly, I think. Sorry, not tightly. Flanagan just by the side of the pitch as Burton get a throw. Ritchie then wants to let this one run behind. It's Flanagan with him again. Gives Ritchie a push in the back. Newcastle throw in the left full-back position. And 5 minutes are up.
It's a minimum of 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, could be anything.
Could be anything, yeah.
Dermot with a throw in to take. Referee looks at his watch. Throwing it down the line. Daryl Murphy heads it, but it goes back to where it came from. And Bemba letting
Off
it
the
run.
bed, bro. Give George me best, man. Later. But I'll catch you later, Marcus.
Murphy, strong.
George says take it easy and see you later.
Blows the final whistle. Newcastle
Referee blows on that sound of the game.
Matt Ritchie's goal.
So Newcastle win 1-0.
Through in the second half. It was Matt Ritchie's penalty that was disallowed 10 minutes or so before half time. It got everybody hot under the collar, confused, angry, and feeling hard done by. And we're still not sure why Keith Stroud disallowed the goal and gave an indirect free kick to Burton. We've looked at the rules.
goals. The talk is that he felt there was a foul from Dwight Gale before the penalty was taken. We'll try to settle that when we talk to Rafa Benitez, who is on the pitch now, shaking the hands of the 2 assistant referees and talking to the referee and trying to get an answer. But the players, as you said, Ando, had to get over that and had to go and win a game of football. They're now top of the table again with 6 matches to go, 84 points. And Richie got the goal to win it. He'll be delighted, he'll be relieved. And I think we'll all leave here feeling puzzled by the penalty, but relieved by the result.
Absolutely. Look, the most important thing was to win the game. We managed to do that great goal by Richie, who again tonight was busy and he was directing everything that he did. I suppose the main talking point is going to be the penalty decision, or the disallowed penalty, and why he gave the decision that he gave. It's going to be very interesting to... Well, we probably won't get to hear, because referees don't have to explain, they don't have to come out and make those decisions, so we'll just have to wait and see. But look, yet again, we're at our best, but it's another 3 points. And I said at the start of the week it was important to win these 2 home games against 2 sides who are fighting relegation, and it could be a huge 6 points come the end of the season.
Tweet at BBC Newcastle, text 81333, start your message with BBC. Facebook, BBC Newcastle, Total Sport, 17th clean sheet of the season for Newcastle. Guess who is about to leave the field? The referee. Some of the Newcastle players have shaken his hand. Some of the Burton lads do the same. Jamal Lascelles, the final Newcastle player to leave the field after applauding the supporters. 2-1 on Saturday, 1-0 here. Not winning games by big margins, but winning games at the crucial point of the season, as you say. Sheffield Wednesday, 5:30 on Saturday, looks an awful lot tougher, but a great away record. Sheffield Wednesday's form, fairly patchy, you would say. Ando need to go there and get another result, and then they will really start to sense that they are on the verge of securing automatic promotion, because never mind the points gap, for Huddersfield and Reading, matches are running out.
Yeah, and look, these 2 home wins gives you a platform to go and build on. You know, Sheffield Wednesday away won't be easy. We've then got Leeds coming here on Good Friday, who look like they've hit a bit of a wall. You know, it's getting to the stage of the season where it's a pressure situation. The 2 can hold their nerve, who can dig results out. And that's what we've done. We've been able to dig 2 results out without being over convincing. But as I said earlier, it's all about getting the wins on the board and just taking another one off. And we've managed to do that yet again tonight.
Newcastle United back on top of the championship. Final score at St James's Park.
Of course, where else do they belong?
This weekend, my guest is going to be 80s legend Martin Fry from ABC.
I really do enjoy getting on the stage and singing, playing Look of Love, Poison Arrow, All of My Heart, the old hits, and you realise the music means a lot to people. All of my heart.
Relive the big hits of the 80s with me, Simon Logan, Saturday from 12. Fantastic 80s.
BBC Newcastle, radio for the North East.
And this is Simon Bride back in the BBC Newcastle studio. Quite an evening then, not the most spectacular of scorelines. Newcastle beating Burton Albion by a goal to nil, but plenty of controversy. One talking point in particular, that disallowed penalty followed by a free kick to Burton. Didn't matter in the end, but it still seems to be what everyone's getting in touch with us about. 81333 if you'd like to send a text. Start your message with the letters BBC. You can also tweet at BBC Newcastle using the Total Sport hashtag.
So I don't know if it's double L, UM, or if it's just 1L.
Before that though, while Ando catches his breath, I will bring you the other scores from around the country. Lots of other games. Just one other game in the Championship, and it's finished Huddersfield Town 3, Norwich
G-O-double-L-O-M, or was it double L-E-M?
All in the second half, so that keeps Huddersfield 10 points behind Newcastle United. They move up to 74 points. Newcastle on 84 now, 1 point ahead of Brighton, who are on 83, and then in 4th place are Reading on 73. So that's how the top of the Championship table looks this evening. As far as the Premier League is concerned, Arsenal have beaten West Ham United by 3 goals to nil. Mesut Özil on 58, Theo Walcott on 68, and then Olivier Giroud with 7 minutes remaining, meaning that Arsenal have won convincingly in the end.
I don't know, I can't watch him.
Middlesbrough 2, full-time score from the K-Com this evening, so a big result for Hull City, which as it happens takes them out of the relegation zone. And they did go behind. Alvaro Negredo put Middlesbrough ahead after just 5 minutes, but then Leza Markovic equalised. Umar Nias put Hull ahead, and Abel Hernandez also scored before Martin de Roon pulled one back for Borough. But then in the second half, Harry Maguire scored after 70 minutes, and so it finished Hull City 4, Middlesbrough 2, and Southampton 3, Crystal Palace 1, a full-time score. Southampton having to come from behind. Palace's winning run is over. They had won their last 4, but they've lost tonight, despite Christian Benteke putting them ahead just after the half-hour mark. Nathan Redmond equalised before half-time. Mele Yoshida then put Southampton ahead with 6 minutes remaining. James Ward-Prowse made sure. Southampton 3, Crystal Palace 1. Swansea City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 3. I mentioned that Hull have moved out of the relegation zone. It did look for a while as though Swansea City were going to pull off a surprise against the team second in the Premier League table. Wayne Routledge put them ahead after 11 minutes, and with 2 minutes to go, that was still the score. Swansea were leading 1-0. Then Dele Alli scored on 88 minutes. Heung-min Son scored after 90 minutes, and then there was still time for Eriksson to get a 3rd goal for Spurs in the 4th minute of injury time.
I still remember when Newcastle got relegated and we beat fucking Tottenham like 4-1 or something.
Kickoffs. Chelsea are leading Manchester City by 2 goals to 1. Eden Hazard with both the Chelsea goals. Sergio Aguero scoring for Manchester City. And at Anfield, it's now Liverpool 2, AFC Bournemouth 2. And Bournemouth did go ahead through Benik Afobe, Felipe Coutinho, and then Divock Origi put Liverpool 2-1 up. But then, with just 3 minutes remaining, Joshua King has equalised for Bournemouth, so they're into the closing stages of that one now, just going into injury time now actually. Liverpool 2, AFC Bournemouth.
That's not bad then, is it?
In League 1, Oxford 1, Fleetwood 3 is the final score. Sheffield United are leading Coventry City by 2 goals to 0. That one was an 8 o'clock kickoff, so they're still playing. In Scotland, Celtic 1, Partick Thistle 1. That's a full-time.
So they said after the match there's going to be
Rangers 0,
like calling some of the fans and that, but
Academical 0.
if this mug doesn't shut up, there's going to be no calling from the fans. I mean, every other time they always say there's going to be calling from the fans, and then that's it. Just start playing the music and that. It's like, oh, it's after the match commentary from Benitez, and it's like, oh. Unless this time that's all.
A lot of heads being scratched until somebody talks to the referee and the referee explains it. I know he won't do so publicly, he won't do so in front of a camera or in front of a microphone, but hopefully he'll tell somebody, and then we can find out exactly why he disallowed that penalty and gave a free kick to Burton, because it could have been crucial if Newcastle hadn't scored, obviously.
Absolutely. You know, and this is the point that I was making. You know, I've said this earlier in the season on Total Sport, Friday, that referees should be made to come out, a bit like managers, a bit like players, and explain the decisions that they've made. I mean, there's 48,500 people in here tonight. They're all leaving, scratching their heads. Nobody still knows why he disallowed the goal, you know, or why he disallowed the penalty.
Yeah.
I spent the whole second half as well just scouring the rules and trying to look for maybe some kind of amendment or some kind of appendix in the rule book or something, but there's nothing that explains it.
Well,
some are saying that
there was a foul on the edge of the penalty area by Dwight Gale, that's why he gave a free kick. Others are saying that there was a new law brought out in the summer, one of these new 80-odd...
So what are you doing now? What are you trying to do?
A forward player encroaches into the penalty area, you can give a free kick. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of this law. I've never.
Well, there's still laws on the FA's website, and there's nothing that says that whatsoever. It tells you what should happen if there's encroachment. It gives quite specific instructions. If there's encroachment, basically, if it's encroachment by an attacking player and a goal is scored from the penalty, then the penalty has to be retaken. It is as simple as that.
Well, that law hasn't changed. No, it hasn't. That's always been the case.
Yeah, that's always been the case.
That's always been the case. So the honest truth is, I'm as much in the dark about it as everybody else. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, if it was a foul,
it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
If Dwight Gale did commit some kind of foul as Richie was running up to take the penalty, then yes, I suppose it was the right decision. But you can see quite clearly that Dwight Gale's nowhere near anybody. Yes, he encroaches into the box.
Yeah.
So what kind of foul could he have committed?
I have no idea. You know, people. I think people are just trying to make things up now at this moment in time, Friday, to be quite honest, just to try and bail the referee out. But I haven't got a clue. It's the strangest decision I've ever seen in my life. I really don't know. I mean, after the decision was made, he then comes and he speaks to his linesman, he speaks to the fourth official. So I've no idea.
So even the referee doesn't have a fucking clue what he's doing.
Thought, hang on a minute, I've made a rick here, and they would presumably have told him that, if he had. Then he's got a chance to backtrack and retake the penalty. Yeah. So he still had a chance, but he didn't do it. So he's obviously convinced in his own mind that he's got it right.
Yeah, he's obviously convinced that he made the right decision, but he's the only one in this stadium tonight, including supporters, press people, everybody that's been in here. He is the only one that knows why he made that decision. Nobody else knows.
Let me read out some of the messages we've got this evening. Most of them are about that incident. Sean says the ref made a horrible call. The phantom foul by Gale will be his scapegoat. And from the...
But we don't know whether that's...
Well, we don't know.
No, we don't.
It might be. He says, I'm from the US, so I know what poor refs are like. This one is from Ned in Bolton, who just says, and forget the performance, it's results that matter now. Similar kind of sentiment to the ones we were getting over the weekend, I guess. Andrew, you're spot on once again when you said the officials in this league are pathetic, capital letters. That's from Jim in Gates. Said you haven't been impressed this season. No, you haven't.
No, not at all. And I thought I'd seen some strange decisions this season. I really have. You know, and I think some of the officiating has been really poor. But tonight takes the biscuit. It really does. Really does. I mean, if this guy gets a game at the weekend, you know, they're obviously happy with the officiating because he was awful.
Scott Creswell's tweeted, he says, I've never seen a decision like that, disallowed penalty at any level of football, not even Division 4 of the Sunday League. This one is from Neris Neckworthy. Hello, Neris. It says, this referee's a disgrace. Petition Parliament to have him sacked. Long live the Geordies. Yours sincerely, Neris Neckworthy. Okay. I think Neris has had a good night, don't you?
Sounds like it.
David in North Shields says, if it was a corner kick or a free kick and there was a foul before it was taken, the player would get warned and the set piece would then get taken. So why is the penalty any different? Also, surely the ball isn't in play till it's touched. However, the lads, I think it's in play once the whistle's gone. But still, there wasn't any foul, David. So I can't see an explanation there either. This one's from Geordie Rich in London. Even after the penalty debacle, Newcastle have come back stronger. The referee has to explain his actions and to justify them. Well, no, he doesn't, does he? That's the thing. He doesn't need to do that at all. This one is from John in Blythe. He's got a theory, Ando. You still there, Ando? Ando's.
He's fucked up.
To read out messages, we'll see if we can get Ando back for the last couple of minutes.
He's fucked up, hasn't he? Sitting out, I'm aware, mate.
It says, Keith Stroud is a Bournemouth supporter.
The commentator?
The fact Matt Ritchie left the Cherries for the TOON. Watch the replay, he says. He argues with Ritchie directly, not anyone else. That's John from Blythe. His theory, maybe slightly outlandish, but to be honest with you, most of the theories that we're getting this evening don't do enough to explain what actually happened. Ray says, did Matt Ritchie not touch the ball twice accidentally? Doesn't look like it, Ray. I guess if it all happened very quickly, and it does maybe, I don't know, someone hit his standing foot first and then, but you're looking at the replay of the penalty, it looks like a clean kick of the ball to me, so I don't think it can be that. This text says, I'd like to hear an explanation from Mike Riley about it tonight. I very much doubt it'll happen though. And Alan says, I'm sat listening to the game tonight, glad with the result, but the referee should be sacked. with the way he disallowed the penalty Newcastle scored in the first half. That's from Alan. And while you disappeared, I was reading out texts, and they were pretty much all the same.
I can well imagine.
I mean, somebody did suggest that possibly Richie, did he kick the ball twice? But it was a clean penalty, wasn't it?
I think somebody said that. Did he jing? Did he?
He didn't do that. I don't know.
He didn't do that. He just took the penalty away well. You know, but okay, it's 3 points. You know, we can talk about it till we're blue in the face, but
and we will probably tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. But look, it's a win, and it's a big win for us as well. You know, we spoke at the beginning of the week probably about how important these 2 home games were. Important to get 6 points out of them, and that's exactly what we've done.
Mike in Whitley Bay says too many referees
Newcastle.
at the lower level don't engage themselves.
See, that's BBC's fucking shite, like.
High-profile NUFC games to try and advance their careers. What a complete waste of space, says Mike.
Doesn't that apply to every referee?
Well, they're a complete waste of space.
Yeah, they all.
You can't say that, Ando.
They all want to be. They all want to be figureheads.
Some of them do.
At one time, you never used to know it was referees. You know it was referees every game.
To be fair, you always did. As soon as they made a bad decision, you noticed them. How about one that's not about the referee? Quickly, Richie, man of the match. The Army played well in midfield as well, and it's all about 3 points.
Absolutely. Yeah. Look, it's another 3 points on the board, and it could end up being a big 3 points for us.
Ian says to calm Ando down, get him a can of the Blackstone. You look like out of cans, do you? No, you'll have it drafted.
Yes, please. Yeah, very nice.
Okay, go and have one and have a think about it a bit more. Thank you, Ando. There will be a reaction tomorrow morning on BBC Newcastle when you wake up. You'll hear from Rafa Benitez. Razor will be up speaking to the Newcastle manager right about now. Thanks very much indeed for listening tonight. It was a controversial night in terms of the penalty kick, but it was a winning night for Newcastle in the end.
Moving forwards. Diagonally. Now Richie's got room on the edge of the area. Thinks about a shot with his right foot. Oh yeah! You're not going to take that one away from Matt Ritchie. He does have his 15th goal of the season this time. Kicks the corner flag. And he's joined by most of his teammates in celebration. A big release of frustration from Matt Ritchie. Denied the goal from the penalty spot controversially in the first half. This time he finds the net with a curling effort from the edge of the box with his right foot. And finally, half an hour later, it is Newcastle United 1, Burton Albion 0.
Newcastle and Sunderland commentary exclusively live.
BBC Newcastle, radio for the North East. Stories, music, life.
Fuck off. You win. More. This phone is crap. Kids in bed, so I'm bored. So what you been doing today then? Out and out?
What's the chat?
Oh, you one.
Oh, you got me then right then. Shit like that. Cool. Shit like that.
Right, I'll be back in a second. Just quickly get the toilet. I'm gonna put some music on for a bit. Then I'm gonna come on again. We're gonna fuck shit up. And cruise on my bike for a bit. And drive around with Lance. Picked Boy up, then sat at home, played card with him all day. That's the one. Sounds like you could have had a good day. I'm gonna go and have a piss, so I'll be back or something. 2 seconds, John. I'm back. Well, got a lass's number and she's off tomorrow and wants to ride with me, so I got plans for tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna send the Georgian. I'm gonna send the Georgian. Bada boom, bada bing. Alpha Worm did his damn thing, and I'm gonna send Georgian. Alpha Worm's coming in, bada boom, bada bing. Alpha Worm comes in, I'm gonna send George in, bada boom, bada bing. See now what I was saying the last time George at the account. Now when I was saying about the last time with the account. I'll just do that. I'll just do that now when I do the thing. Do the dragons. I'll just do what I was saying. Like when you're not there, I'm there. So. I just so like say you do a wolf, I do a wolf, we just fucking both. Oh pardon me. Just for instance like a wolf, you know, I'm just saying a wolf. So like you do a wolf, I do a wolf. We're just both sitting right next to each other. And then obviously yeah, we might have to have like two. Like obviously, if we're gonna date like that, we'll have obviously you build some more fridges, I'll build more fridges, and fucking a few more feeding troughs now, like next to each other, not like an extra one next to what you've got already and that. And then just like you do it, I do it at the same time. Well, hopefully it's at the same time. And then like you gone to bed. Can't work. Come back on in the morning, like come back on when you finished work and that. And then you can pick off from where you left off. Or like on the weekends and that, you've got to take off for a bit and that. Like kids and gotta go and chill out and all that. And at least then you know, you can go on off, do what you gotta do, and then I can just quickly like, alright, like if mine's right next to yours, it's like right, mine's got like just for instance like 3 hours 29, and yours is like 3 hours 29 as well. I can come to mine, right. Look at yours, right. Do yours. It's like right. 2 minutes until yours. I'll just give you a text. Like, oh, wait up there. It's like, I'll be back on for another like half hour, 45 minutes or whatever. So I'll just go on to yours. Do yours. Gone back onto mine. Do mine. So then when you come back on, it's like right. Like gone another 3 hours. And basically, like by the time you come back to bed, it's
yeah, I know.
Like, yeah.
That's what I meant.
But then for the dragons, we're gonna make Well, no. Yeah. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some.
What do you want to make?
Hold on, I'm just thinking. No, that wouldn't work. Well, yeah. No, I'm just trying to think. Like we could make like no. What I was. But no, you can. You can. If we can if we can build like. If we can build. What if we build somewhere along there.
Yeah.
Like. I was gonna say, like, is there any? Yeah, you could. We could. Now, like, what this is what I'm thinking, right? Is now somewhere where we can build a trap along there, right? Is build the trap now, like have like perfect, like, I don't know. Imagine 2 behemoth gates. Lengthways, right? As long as we have that, like we could even build like a wall, like what I'm thinking is build an actual base, right? But then have the trap built actually in the base, right? So you shut the gate. We could keep that dragon, that female dragon, in that base, but I don't know. If like we go away, it despawns after a while, so it does. So, but like obviously, what I was thinking is build the trap inside of the base, so we can then lock it in there, and nobody can get it, only us. And then take the milk back to the island where it's preserved for 12 hours. But then that's the thing. Take it. We'd have.
If we could get 2 dragons in a row, which is 10 milks, yeah. We'll take them back to the island, yeah. Right.
That's both. Well, no, you can't put them in the fridge.
Oh, put them in the preserving. How long have you got to put them in the preserving?
Preserving bin with the salt, yeah. But then it lasts. I don't. It's the milk that lasts for 12 hours. So I don't know if the preserving salt lasts longer or. But then all you got to do then is I go to the tower. Like for instance, like right, I've got 5. There's like 10 minutes. 10 minutes left on the milk on the island. You're on scorched earth. And it's like, yeah. There's a fucking supply drop right outside the base. That's just coming. It's just coming down now. So you say, right, it's down. I'll just get all the milk. Go to the tower. And then travel to scorched earth. That resets the timer there and then. So I can just give the milk. Yeah, that like every like you've got meat. You've got spoiled meat and it's like you've got 5 minutes left before it goes bad. You go through the tower, it's back to 30 minutes.
Yeah. So how about we do a little test run when you get back? Make sure the milk does go off. We'll go 12 hours on the island. As long as we're not preserving sort of back with us loads of it, which not bad at all, we can make loads of that anyway, we could test it. Go and get some milk, take it back to the island, have a look, if it lasts us 12 hours, we'll be fine.
So then, all that would mean then, right, is, like, we get a dragon, right? Just set up multiple bins, and set up multiple bins, like one next to each other, so it could have like 5 or 6 in a row. And if they're all preserved for 12 hours, just go and get some. You transfer back, stick them in the fridge, stick them in the bin, come back. Half hour later, not even half hour later, like 10-15 minutes later, get milk. You go back, or I go back, stick them in the fridge. So at least then we come back, we know we've got constant milk.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
Otherwise it's stupid to saying, yeah, we do it. She can not sure, Geordie, I can help you get milk before I go off at night time, yeah? And if I get on early enough and you're on early enough, I can get you in the morning. So it will last all day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if I woke up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and come on, helped you get milk, yeah? And then I left it back over in the fridge, so all you got to do is come on, take milk out of the fridge, go straight over to your dragons, feed the milk or have a wood or whatever it needs. And just go from there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It won't be so hard to do. Where last time you're on your own trying to get milk, where this time you've got like 5 milk for the last 12 hours. And even that. You know what I mean? I understand.
But not the idea what I was telling you about with the generator and that. You can do it. Remember when I was just saying on my Quetzal?
Yeah.
That thing on the Quetzal doing the whole idea. With the we're sticking the charcoal in, and then with the generator on the top of there and all that. That'll make the whole fucking gunpowder and everything 10 times quicker.
If you do what? What is it you can do?
When I was sticking that on top of the Quetzal.
Sticking what on top of the Quetzal?
Remember I was up there on the forge the other day with the mortar and pestles, and I was like, this is gonna take fucking forever.
Yeah.
And I was saying I'm gonna stick the fucking that thing on the Quetzal.
The forge?
No, not the forge. Now what we've got in the Adobe house.
The grill?
Not the grill, for the charcoal and the gunpowder and does the multiple things at once.
Oh, you're gonna put a chemistry bench in there?
Yeah, you can do it.
What, that turns wood into charcoal?
No.
Charcoal into gunpowder?
No, like remember when I said I went up to the forge and I had all like 3,000 wood and that was like 3,000 charcoal. So just stick the generator on the Quetzal with the fucking thing. Take the charcoal out. With this, then I'm on top of the volcano and just get the flint and stone. Make the spark powder and then instantly convert like 3,000 charcoal.
Go into gunpowder?
Yeah.
I see. Right, yeah. Those things got loads of polymer on it.
Well, I've just had police at the door. What did I want? Did you tell them to fuck off? Who wants a lot of polymer, George? Or what?
There's loads of polymer in there.
Well.
How much now?
No. Oh yeah, I stuck the whole, all that I stuck in now from the Mantis. This is what I was killing.
Yeah.
preserves all of them. Preserves all of them, and then obviously the organic polymer doesn't weigh nothing really. Newcastle suck, yeah, Newcastle suck, you just won today, but yeah. They thought I was robbing the house. I mean, my bro's rich, but Jesus, his neighbours are cunts. I'm joking, lad, they're goon win the championship. Hello from Glasgow. How's it going, lad? Scottish bastard, what? What? The gaming hooligan. Do you not mean the keyboard hooligan? You chat so much shit, nobody fucking even knows what the fuck you going on about. Had to call my brother to say I was looking after his kid and not robbing the place. Come It's not where the Adobe ceilings are, where the dragons go. Now where the Adobe ceilings are, where the dragons go. How far out are you wanting them?
What do you think then? We're going to go to... really, because we don't want to close up that bit of grass we've got there to look at. Know what I mean? But the thing is, we've got Adobe ceilings going to be there, and we have to go up and do concrete ones, stone ones, which is going to cost us a flipping bomb that, and all wood's the worst one for that.
Yeah, but just make them before you go, no?
Yeah. The Adobe ceilings going to cost us a bomb, that's going to take forever. It took me forever doing them ones. Oh shit.
Hannah's being a gimp and not picking a show we can watch together. But she has some days at the house, so she's... What's your address, mate? I'm gonna head over there and, like I said, I'm gonna move in off here. I'll take the air vent. Chat shit get banged, man. Some people on these streams that they talk absolute shit down that joint.
Need to chat shit when you get gang banged.
I don't want to get gang banged, mate. She's a fuck car. Used to sale on PS4. My credit card has now lost 100 quid in a matter of days.
What was that? Who's saying that first thing now story?
No, you won. You talk shit coming from a Geordie. You fucking talk shit coming from a fucking keyboard fucking warrior, man. Chat shit get banged if you come over fucking my neck of the woods. Or any of my mates' neck of the woods, you get fucking your head kicked in, man. Tell you, man, got fucking mates from all over the fucking country. Think you chat shit with me? Chat shit with me, you fucking, you get fucking knocked out however the fuck you are, man. Find out who you are, you wanna watch out. Not saying that I'm not a big man and out like that, I'm not a, but I've got other people that are not. Find out who you are. You chat shit, you get banged. I'll get my Irish brotherhood. But yeah, that's the thing though, man. You can't just always talk shit.
He's more interested in this. I'm getting a thing for it.
I can talk shit all I like. Oh, you can talk shit all you like. No one's fucking listening, man. You enjoy the crack. That's alright. You know? But if you can't take the fucking crack, you know where to go, you know? I'm not talking to you, man. I'm talking to the rest of a Raji, Gaji, fucker.
On the server, Jordan.
Yeah, some guys talk shit about them.
You know, the one on that server?
Yeah.
Not the one, the mystery.
Remember the beaver?
The beaver?
Hmm.
Beaver?
The beaver when we were looking on half the redwood in the swamp and that. And the corner showed up and we killed on both the quetzals and that, remember?
Oh, the one where that gate, is it that gate that was in the trap?
Yeah. Yeah, and someone brought the corner over and we was there and we're like, what the hell? We killed the corner in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, it was just 72 concrete ceilings.
Fucking cockney bastard. No, it's that's the game and the hooligan. He's trying to take the piss out of Ewan, just because he's doing it the posh end, just outside of London, or just like on the outskirts of London or not. Look now. No, he's just looking after his brother's kids and that. So this game and hooligan saying he's talking shit. And he's like, oh, I've got my Irish brothers and I'm gonna fuck you up. Like you and he's half Irish as well. So this guy's trying to take the piss out of him and all that, you know. So he's only this game and hooligan's only 19, apparently. And Ewan's just says you act like a 16-year-old, you pleb. He's like 19, you act like a fucking toddler.
What part of London is he from?
No, he's not. That's just where his brother is.
Yeah, what part of London is it?
So Ewan, what part of London is it what you're at the minute, like? Not gonna lie, man, if you start saying shit like that to people, you're gonna get your hair kicked in. Exactly, Anna. Exactly, Ewan. He's just a fucking knobhead. Says he's... This is London, just outside of Swindon.
Where?
Swindon.
Swindon?
Hmm.
Fucking Swindon, man.
Says he lives just outside of Corbridge.
Where?
Corbridge.
Corbridge or Cambridge?
Corbridge.
Corbridge?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Even on the borderlands of London you can't. Does it actually come under London or does it come under Surrey? Somewhere. Fucking hell. This is in fucking London, we can't. So we're fucking in London. I love when they say they're from around London. Nothing around London. It's fun.
One of my mates who I used to talk to, he was from Gravesend.
Yeah, Gravesend, yeah. Gravesend.
That's next to Wimbledon, isn't it?
No.
No?
No, Gravesend's near Medway. Gravesend, Rochester. Street. Cut Medway. I'm more closer to London than what he is. It's fun, isn't it? Gravesend. They got a tricky with Pocahontas there.
No, that's what we mates, what we out mates, he was from Gravesend. London or shit, the best thing to come out of London. The best thing to come, what? London or shit, The best thing to come out of London, St. Ormsey.
What?
Unless he's saying Stormsy.
Stormsy?
Oh,
Stormsy?
yeah, maybe Storms. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, is it
yeah.
It's a little ragged, man.
Because obviously it's ST, then it's like it goes to the next line.
Stormsy. Tell him he's getting too big for
And he
his
says,
boots, bro.
and then Ewan says, nah, man, Afghan Dan is the beast.
Who?
Afghan Dan. God, the gaming hooligan. You're getting too big for your boots.
You're too big for your boots. What is all that for your boots?
Ewan says, I love a bit of Afghan Dan's grime. And the gaming hooligan after says, are you getting too big for your boots? He says, I'm a fuck.
Tell him oops a daisy.
Says, oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy, I tell you the song, right? Oopsie daisy. It's a good song. Tries to talk about grime, bro. Grime! Oopsie daisy. Getting way too big for your boots.
So there was one fucking, see, I can't about it who he was now.
Oopsie daisy ridden. Young Jim. Into this one.
Arsenal are shit. Arsenal are shit. And Tottenham are shit.
Whoopsie daisy riding. Young Jim. You heard that? Too big for your boots. You're getting beaten under. I like this man. Professor Green.
See, I never used to think he was any good, really. There was one song and I thought it was alright. I can't actually watch, I can't remember which, because well, that's the thing. I never actually, like, took a fancy to his stuff and that now. But that one this one, yeah, that you played the last time. I found this one actually the one, like. There was a couple of them. And I was like, that's actually on.
This one's about the one. No grapes. The grapes is not really good. It's too black in my eyes, mate. Wait till we get me boots.
Listen to Afghan Dan, DYLB. DYLB.
Who?
Listen to Afghan Dan, DYL.
Man Dan.
Afghan. Not like the fucking the terrorists, the Afghanis. Afghan Dan. DYLB. I'm gonna tape it in on my phone because of something. I did on me. Now, not over a week. Now when he says to do that fucking tape, what it?
Tic-tac.
Afghan Dan. DYLB.
And then DY.
DYLB.
No, yeah, BYLB.
DYLB. Yeah, that's. You got it?
Man, I need a bit of a dressing gown on.
Pretty much I sharp play like something, listen to it loudly. Not that you're not playing it loudly or nothing like that, but I don't think, like, obviously because you haven't got your thing shared, that they can actually hear it. I can hear it. See, they can't hear you, George. When everyone's saying that you're hiding, not because it's obviously because of my fucking thing. Now, like the headset, you can act like now when everyone's saying that they can't hear you.
Yeah.
They can hear you because my headset's that loud. Not because the echo. Like, I don't know. Does it echo for you or
yeah,
is it?
I can hear it.
Or you can hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Yeah, you can hear yourself, so not like everyone else can hear you. Not that you're trying to fucking hide now, but yeah.
That's fine, at least I know.
Yeah. I didn't actually know that myself, you know. So when you were talking shit with him, you ignored.
Yeah, let's talk about him, man.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. And he's saying you're hiding.
Who's hiding?
No. Remember the week when you were like, yeah. You're saying, yeah, son. Obviously, it's not just like from now. Can you but he's quiet, yeah. But if you turn this shit, like, not you, but if you turn it up, you can eventually, you could hear him. You know.
Yeah, you can hear me if you want to, you know. Proper London voice. Jamie Vardy, party.
Right, shall I play this tune? I showed you. I don't mind.
Well, they say they can hear me, can they?
Yeah, just slightly, but quietly.
Lucky. You don't want to hear my voice.
Yeah, you didn't want to hear his voice, he'd scare you.
60 death worm homes we got, bro. Done.
Cheeky bastard. Oh, them man think Dobby's hard, but I don't think Dobby is. Cause I run up in Dobby's yard and then Dobby to that Dobby says, yo, them man think Dobby's hard, chat shit in your vids. Why chat shit in your vids. I'll lift Lil B clean straight out of his kicks off the beat. Been waiting for the piss, that bam. Let's talk about your Dan. That dirty winkly bitch was touching you when you was in the pram. And it all got caught on cam. Then she got robbed by Caliban Sam. But that's in the paper, I'll talk about that later. Don't watch that fam. Yo, them man think Lil B's hard, but I don't think Lil B is. Cause I run up in Lil B's yard and then Lil B turn out Lil B's is. Yo, them man think Lil B's hard, but I don't think Lil B is. Cause I run up in Lil B's yard and then Lil B turn out Lil B's is. Yo, never gonna tell you a quick story about this kid called Dylan. Before he was sick cause he jumped on the vid talking shit. Fuck them bars, I'll win him, but wait for the clash. Yeah, come to the clash. If it turns up, I'll kill him, spin him. Afghans winning, trust me, all day, every day, better than chilling. Yo, we don't think Lil B's hard. No, we don't think Lil B is. Cause I run up in Lil B's yard and then Lil B turn out Lil B's is. Yeah, we don't think Lil B's hard. No, we don't think Lil B is. Cause I run up in Lil B's yard and then Lil B turn out Lil B's is. Lil B's hard. Don't think Lil B is. Fuck that guy. Jesus. Alright. You cheeky bastard.
Catch you tomorrow. I just had a good night. Just do my thing. Bro's a good lad, bro's a dog down. But if you fuck with me, you'll be a grandma. Got the PS4s and the saddle. I'm the giga, so you can't open the door.
Fans all over the world, made my mark like a permanent. My wifey loves the way things are going.
see now every time we come onto Scorched Earth, George. This should be played. This is the song that should be played as soon as we load it up. Oh, we're going after the milk, we've got the something, man. Got the tranquilites. What the fuck is tranquilites? See, it's a shame. No, the mantis can't lay eggs. Well, no, it's a shame they can't make fertilised eggs, so. Because now if they could do that, they could lay fertilised eggs. That's all I would do now, every day. Yeah, that's all I would do now, and like, get like a level fucking... Now when I first went over to Scorched Earth, and it's like they got a mantis. If I'm like from then, if I could have got a mantis egg, that's all I would have been doing. You know, by now would have had at least level 300 mantises. Innit, because it's been, yeah. But I didn't even want a dragon. I didn't even want a dragon, all I wanted was the mantis. Take the gun. You can get a mantis and then that's it. That's a game complete for me. And then I found, yeah, but then I found out that you couldn't like breed the mantises and get like a high level one and that. And it's like, oh well, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to fucking just completely demolish the game. The game's gonna fuck me over. The game's gonna fuck me over like that. I'm gonna fuck the game over 10 times over. Not by cheating on out like that. I'm gonna like, yeah, I'm like certain dinosaurs that I might not tame. Like fair enough, yeah. No, like I might not tame them and all that. And like I'm not putting in like the way I see it, innit? It's like, yeah, I might not be putting in like 4 or 5 hours of taming it, yeah. But yet I'm putting in 3-4 days. It's like, yeah, fair enough. Some people like, yeah, like even I won't admit, or no, even I won't admit, even I won't disagree. No, like now when I first started doing the orgy, like that, like the first thing, even you were like, what the fuck? Because like,
yeah, I know.
Like I know, like you try to tell us like straight away, but like we all didn't really know back then, really, you know. So like you were like, yeah, in certain words you didn't really say like you're not ready, but like kind of like
just gotta be ready.
Like, yeah, but like the fuck is. Yeah, good. Infinity in Newcastle, guess what? No one cares. But obviously we didn't really know and all that at the time. I should have really, like, it's not that I wasn't listening. It's not that I wasn't listening, but like, obviously, the whole.
What's that?
But it's not like now when you were saying like, it's not that now when I was just saying like it's not like you were saying you're not ready or not, but like we didn't really know ourselves. But obviously, but yeah.
You did things that ever tested, yeah. You took a little test and
tried it. Tried it, yeah. I did it. I fucking yeah. Fair enough. Like yeah, I did it. I wasn't prepared, but I still did it.
You still did it, mate. But
like not like then.
You weren't prepared to do a
yeah.
dragon, but you did the dragon.
Yeah, and then like then like even you said like yeah the second one was the Quetzal one. I did the. Remember, I did the. Remember, yeah, I did the orgy. It was a long break, and a sheep. No, I did, yeah.
No, you did
was
the
it?
First,
yeah. Fucking no. It's old age. It's old age getting in it. Yeah.
He was 10 times better prepared than he was doing when he done the orgy.
And it's not like, and it's not like I was then. It's not like when I was doing the Quetzal, I was doing it by myself now. Like you was giving us meat and all that, but like it's not like yeah.
Geordie was only giving you meat because it helped out a bit there and then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not like back then. It's like I was fucked, wasn't I?
Yeah, you was fucked. Someone you personally was looking at the spyglass.
The master of the crystal fucking maze.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Whereas like then, like yeah.
You was 10 times better than what was in the second time. Because you went out and got meat. We didn't have to get your meat because you could have got meat yourself. We just found it easier just to come and give you some meat. You know what I mean? Because it's just a helpful thing to do. At the end of the day, you could have done that with yourself, just go out and do it anyway. So we just sort of tried to save you a bit whenever we had a bit of meat left. We'd come and give it to you. And you was 10 times over prepared for that one now, because not be funny. We've got all the kibble for each one now, so whatever breed you do, we've got the kibble for anyway. So if you do want to do it. It'll be funny, I can go and breed the sheep here, sit there for 5 hours with the sheep here, and put it in a feeding trough, and that's it, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's only the dangerous animals like the dragon.
But no, but like, that's the thing though, like, yeah, yeah, that's, but then obviously if, like, this just fucking headsets taking the piss. So, but obviously, like no, like obviously, like you fucking, like yeah, like no, like fucking, whatever we do, as like, nah, say you wanna do whatever. So like for instance, like you wanna do a fucking like an orgy. We both get an orgy egg. Not to, like, just to make it so we can do it. So like, you get an orgy egg, and we both stick them down right at the same time. So they both come out right at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously, when you're off.
I've got 2 fertilised vulture eggs now.
So when you're
200%.
So when you're off, I can come on, do yours, do mine, and then there you go. Then when you come on, you can.
Yeah, if I save you spending whatever much money every 3 months, just by you having my account and thing, where you'll do some imprinting for me and I'll do my own imprinting, you know what I mean?
Nah, then like obviously like the next like when the FIFA and all that comes out.
So I wouldn't worry about that, mate. I'll easily buy them anyway.
No, when I come, when the FIFA comes in, I'll buy the fucking...
You're doing me a favour by giving me a high level fucking animal with my own imprinting. You can have the fucking free prescription, it don't bother me, I'll pay for it. That sort of stuff.
No, regardless of that news, I'd still fucking do it anyways, you know?
Yeah, I know you would, yeah. Not being funny, you've got, with me, you've got like a partner for fucking life, mate. One thing you don't need for fuck all anything is you help me, I help you, that's as much as I've always been.
No, exactly. I mean, fucking... 2 seconds. I'm grabbing something. No, I'm back, Matt.
I'm back now. Half these animals fucking building over what to do. There's a penis sauce on top of the fucking deck. This is what thing.